All right, folks, how are we doing today? I hope everyone is well. Happy Tuesday. Um, hope the day's off well for you. I feel like I always look like I'm in shadow when I stream from home because most of the light in my living room comes from the kitchen. And I live kind of underground a little bit. Our apartment's sort of like halfway sunk. So I'm always like, how do I make the lighting look like I'm not underground? Trick question, because apparently you can't. And then my lamp does this like super orangish light. I don't know. I look like I'm underground, there's a fire to my left, and it's fine. Tuesday. I love it. I love it. We could do an official shoes day, maybe in December. That would be fun. Yeah, if you guys ever have suggestions for study topics, like please let me know either in chat or you can always go into the Discord, the stream event chat section. That's where anything to do with like stream stuff, comments, suggestions, struggles, anything, questions, you can always put them in there. We actually did clothing yesterday because of a suggestion from someone in chat, so yeah, I'm definitely open. I try to make my schedule a month out, and I won't be making December's schedule until the end of November, so. Casey streaming from Plato's Cave, yeah, for sure. Vessel, how you doing? Let me scroll up and say hi. Oh, hey, Vale, how you doing? It's good to see ya. Captain May's out of trouble. Good, thank you. Someone's got to keep an eye on that guy. Let me scroll up and say hi to folks. Yeah, good to see everybody. Sloppy, how are ya? I love your little chicken emote. That's super cute. Silval, hello. Always appreciate your lurks, friend. Hope you're doing well. Pioneer, hey, how's it going? Good to see ya. Welcome everybody to a Tuesday stream. This will be my only stream today, although we will be doing a movie night in Discord tonight. We'll be watching Prehistoric Planet. I'll talk more about that later, but yeah, this will be my only time on Twitch, so. Let's see, I think that's everybody. Let me catch up on chat too, make sure I didn't miss any questions or comments. So, what I'm doing today for Vessel is I'm going to be doing, oh, you asked about the color. That's right. Yeah, if anyone needs the color wheel, this is the one I'm using right here. This is posted in the stream event chat section, so you can, copy the image and color select, which is what I'll probably do. I think Shakuri basically rotated the traditional Huevember prompt list by 9 points, basically. So usually I think it starts on yellow, and it kind of goes this way. So she like flipped it and rotated it. I guess she doesn't like starting on yellow. It's like her least favorite color over here. So she started on red and is going this way. But I think that would mean that today's color is probably somewhere over here. So it's like getting into like the indigos and the kind of blue violets. So what I'm gonna do, oh wait, is that right? Yeah, it would be going, so it'd be getting a little more bluish even. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, since blue and green are like extremely, like it wouldn't be too much of a challenge for me to do a landscape like that because that's like a lot of the color you find in on those landscapes. I think I'm gonna do this green, like this greenish yellow right here, and then purple, one of these, because I'm pretty sure that's what today's list actually is. So anyway, I also think blue and purple, or purple and green would be kind of a fun combo, because I feel like you could get some really nice shadows. And of course I'm going to be playing with saturation as well. So I'll be using primarily greens, I guess, but then maybe try to play around a little bit with muting the colors and seeing what kinds of variety I can get. We'll see. I'm not a pro at color. It's something I really want to get better at, so anyway, but you can also choose your own colors. There's all kinds of color prompts out there. There's a few, again, posted up in the stream chat, but there's colors.co, or Coolors, not colors. There's colorpod.com. It's just got tons of random palettes. I mean, you could just pick any 3 colors or any 2 colors and just see what you can, see if you can limit your palette and try to challenge yourself. That's kind of the idea with the study today. So I'm going to be working from a landscape or some kind of scene to do that. But if that sounds like something you just don't want to do today, but you still want to do some warm-up studies, feel free to do something else. Do a study of an object sitting near you, or, your hand, or, just an animal, like go find some photos. And we'll talk more about studying versus copying a little bit later. But let me find what I'm going to use. Do, 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 do. Let's see. I'm sorry to hear you're having a rough time too, Vale. Yeah. That's right, Amaze. Your handler has shown up. Okay. Alright, let's get into... What do I want to do? What kind of landscape would be really fun to do with a limited palette? I want to do something that's like maybe a little bit out of my norm. Perhaps something with lots of texture. We could do like a rocky scene in blues and purples, or purples and greens would be fun. Do like a waterfall scene, maybe a desert scene. I feel like green and purple is kind of a strange combo for that. I don't want to pick anything too complex. Maybe like a mountain? Could do a skyscape. That would be fun. You're eating lunch before going back to writing? Well, thanks for popping in. Are you doing NaNoWriMo, or are you just kind of doing your own thing? I said the cool kids table. Oh, you're always welcome here. I don't know if I would call myself the part of the cool kids, but I appreciate that you feel that way. But we're always happy to have you. What would be a really weird one to do? Green and purple. I kind of, maybe something really rocky, I think would be kind of fun. Oh, these are complex. I don't think I can pull these off. Maybe just a mountain scene then. Down with me. Hiccups. Sorry. Oh gosh. Okay. Need to let go of his hand. The cool kids table's on the other side of the cafeteria. Oh, maybe an ocean scene would be fun with greens and purples. I could see that. When your day job is novelist, yeah, every month is NaNoWriMo. That's true. That's true. Guys, I'm having analysis paralysis here. I'm trying to think with this palette what would look weird and what wouldn't. Maybe I will just do a mountain scene. Where did that mountain go? I had a mountain picked out. Oh, here's some nice ones. These are nice. Oh, dang. There's like a kajillion really nice mountain scenes here. A whole kajillion, guys. Yeah, let's do this first one. These are nice. Something simple with good depth. Yeah. Maybe this one. Okay. Copy. We're gonna do the quick studies today, probably. I might try a few different color combinations, but I do want to challenge myself. So let's try this guy. All right, make a new folder here. Here's my other Huevember. That one, that one. Hit it up. Lord, I feel a change on the rise. Okay, let's put all of these in here. Color study 1 is what I shall call this. Boink, there it goes. Oh, wait, I need that reference image. How do I get that out? Oh. I'll just use it. Okay. Let's see. Today is the 12th. So the color on Chaz is right there. Cool. Okay. Is there a way to share today's color? the Luma coefficients. I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to like share the hex code from Krita. Does anyone know if you can get the hex code out of Krita? Head up, oh Lord. Oh, here it is. Hex code. Alright, here's the hex code. Today's color hex code. I'll put this in the stream event chat if anyone needs that. Oh, it's also here. I'll put it in this chat too. Hey Sloppy. La naranja? Is that... What does that mean? The orange. Oh, I was gonna say that's not green, because green is verde. Ah, yes, the orange in the background. Color name. Alright, this is the one we're doing. So, there. Nighttime, morning time. The only thing I remember bailar means to dance. I don't know why I remember that. Hablar. Hablar means to speak or to talk. No habla español. I remember that. I remember baño was bathroom, so that if I ever needed to ask where the bathroom was, I would know how to do that. And that's pretty much it. That's the extent. You know what's funny though? It's like I still can kind of understand Spanish if it's spoken slowly. Like I can get the gist of something. Like actually, Danny was speaking Spanish to a chatter yesterday, and oh thank you, 4TX, 420. I appreciate that follow. And I understood what he was saying. He was saying like his dad, he knows Spanish from his dad's side, and that he, it sounded like anyway that his dad was Puerto Rican, and so he speaks a little Spanish. Like I understood what he was saying, but I would never be able to say it. It's funny the things that you can retain. And some of it was context, right? Like you can hear some keywords and kind of pick up on it. So I feel like there's like some latent high school Spanish in my brain somewhere. But, yeah, I don't know. It's very funny. It's very funny. The all-important bathroom, yes. Hey Rue, how you doing? Habla un poco español. So you speak Spanish? No. Poco? Little? You speak a little Spanish? Is that what that means? I don't know what poco means. Rue, explain yourself. Yeah, I don't know. Speak a little. Okay, see context. Context clues are super helpful. I think that's even the word Danny used now that you mention it. Maybe I did. Maybe I do like subliminally remember some vocabulary. It's just I never practiced it, you know, so it all kind of went away. I remember me gusta... shoot. What was friend? I don't know. Most important sentence you can learn in any language is where the bathroom is. For sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, that's like one of the first things they taught us. Definitely. Alright, I'm actually going to change the color of, instead of doing it this way, I'm going to change the color here. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Hold on. Let's try it again. So I'm just gonna keep track of what color I'm using with this. And I'm gonna go select a random, like a purplish. I think I wanna use like this purple. This more bluish one I think would be good. So we shall do colors. Actually, that is really hard to read. Let's do it the other way. They know me. I don't know. I'm not selecting that color super well. Let's try it again. Blink. There we go. Oh, that's also hard to read. I am not a fan. I am not a fan, folks. Oh well. You're the same way with French, but I found if I reply in French, the French all speeds up way faster than I can process in my brain. I get like, yeah, I would never make the mistake of trying to respond to somebody in Spanish. I'd be like, oh gosh, nope, you're just gonna have to slow down or switch to English. It's quantitative versus size. Oh, see, smart Rue over there, knowing smart things. Not like me. Okay, where's my picture? Did it actually copy? No. Let's try it again. Where is my copy and paste? There you are somewhere. Here we go. All right, so these are my colors I'm gonna use. And again, feel free to play with saturation. It's kind of, I forget the name of this concept, but there's some really fun stuff you can do with color and the way that they compare to each other. So for example, this green, right? If I were to make like a bunch of green colors, and then I took this purple, but then like desaturated it heavily, right? Just like made it more gray. It's gonna look a lot brighter. It's gonna look more purple. And in fact, there's ways to even like, I forget what the name of it is, but there's a word for when you do this thing where when you have colors that are next to each other that are desaturated, it changes the way that they look. Like I can almost make this green look yellow because I've desaturated it so much, and it kind of brings out the natural like yellowness or whatever. So even if I were to put like a straight up gray, on top of one of these, it would still look more purple. So especially when they're next to each other like this. So anyway, it's just kind of a fun thing you can do. So I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best today to make this happen. We shall see how it goes, folks. We shall see. And some of it could also be influenced by the color of my background too. Like if my background is a slight color, see, it's almost like a brownish. Well, I don't know if it actually is brown. But that can also affect the way you perceive color. So there's like little tricks you can do with limited palettes. But let's see what I can come up with, folks. Oh, Nordic Sparkle, I have no idea what you're saying. I'd have to hear it spoken, I think. I can't read it very well. Your professor... yeah, nope, no idea. Because your professor or something. I don't know. How about you speak Spanish, you speak a little Spanish because of your professor is what I'm getting from that. Also saying hi. How are you doing, Nordic? Said hello in Filippo's chat in Italian, and he greeted me and welcomed me so excitedly in Italian. Finally, I was like, sorry, I only know that from Assassin's Creed 2. Poor guy. I know, I'm sure it's really exciting when you think somebody is speaking your language and you can speak more freely. That's really funny. I need to get back on his... The problem with my schedule is that I typically... You live in Suez? Oh, okay, that's a place name. Okay, I was not sure what Suecia was. You're Sweden, is Suecia. Okay. I speak a little Spanish because my teacher was mean. Oh. Oh no, mala. That makes sense. Mal means bad. Yeah, okay. Like there's little Latin clues in, that I could pick up on sometimes, but I would have to seriously practice. I need to do like Duolingo or something. The dark side, I wanna be your left-hand man. Not the mean teacher. I know, it's so sad to hear. But how are you doing today, Nordic? I hope you're well. Thanks for popping in, saying hi. We are going to be doing some landscape, or at least I am going to be doing some landscape stuff today. Yeah, ASL is super useful. Definitely something I should also probably pick up. I work in a very public-facing position, and we do get some hard of hearing folks every once in a while, and it would be nice to be able to communicate better with them. I don't think... We have a few employees that are like really serious about studying it, which is helpful because they can like really answer a lot of questions and help out. Yes, oh, you're gesturing so well, Sloppy. Wow, great ASL. Great gestures. Okay. I am going to attempt this, and I'm going to stop stalling, so let's go. He expected perfect pronunciation. Oof, that is a taskmaster for sure. I mean, in some ways that's how you learn, but you can do it without being mean about it, I really need to clear my hard drive. My hard drive is so full of stream VODs, it's kind of ridiculous. Alrighty, let's get started. I'm gonna make a little box here. Probably end up doing a second one of these. This is intimidating, folks. So if you're intimidated right now, just know that you're not alone. Alright. Lovers always do. It's very intuitive. When in doubt, you can fingerspell. That's true. I can state the alphabet in ASL, and I know like a few words, but yeah. Yeah, that's intense. That's intimidating. That's a good way to kill the joy in something. Like some people respond well to challenges like that, but not. I don't know, not many. Not many. Not to think about you. Let me be in those moments. Turn on you. You bring me heartache. Lovers always do. Oof, I feel like such a baby. Taking such tentative baby steps here. Baby steps into color, folks. Baby steps. It's gonna get through the ugly phase. I have to keep telling myself that. It's like, no. It's okay. We're in the ugly phase. It'll get better. It'll get better. It'll get better. It may not get better. Is it Art Gym? Where can I find my art shake? Right here. You gotta bring, it's Be My Own Shake. Welcome on in, Akatima. It's good to have you. We are using this as an opportunity to, we call it the Art Gym, in case you didn't know, because it's just a way for us to encourage each other to actually do studies and to actually practice things. So this is sort of accountability hour. If anybody wants to do a study, if you've got some tutorials you've been sitting on, or some, you know that you want to be doing some reference drawing or some master studies or some observational studies, and you're just not making time for it, that's the idea here. So, yeah, what would be the equivalent of like a protein shake? Maybe inspiration? Yeah, if you want your shake, click that link at the top. There's all your inspo. You gotta go get your own shake. Solved it by watching lots of Spanish soap operas. Yeah, that's how a lot of people learn languages these days. I've heard is a lot of people, especially if you're outside of the US, I hear stories all the time of people who's like, oh, I learned English by watching Netflix. It makes sense. If you hear the way it's spoken colloquially, you're gonna be able to like pick up on it a lot faster. Good. Hope you're doing well, Akatima. You're learning English right now. Oh, really? Awesome. Well, welcome on in. We're right on time for this conversation. You know the alphabet in ASL? Good, bad, hi, yes, no, hi, bye, thanks. Need ones I know sentence structure. Okay. I feel like isn't ASL, it's like very truncated. Like there's not a lot of excessive vocabulary. At least from my friend who's learning it right now, he says a lot of it is like facial expression and you can kind of mouth the rest of the words that you're trying to say and you're really just kind of getting the highlights. Sloppy. Ouch. You're not wrong though. You're not wrong. I do need to work on my English. Oh man. Tell me how you really feel. My vocabulary is sometimes lacking. It's very funny. You are spicy. That's okay. It's funny. We all have spicy days. Mama te quiero? I don't know what that means. Is that goodbye? Or alert? I don't know what that means, what quiero means. I'm a nurse and I have taken it upon myself to learn some sign language. That's awesome. Such as, do you need help? How are you feeling? What's wrong? Oh, that's great. I love that. I love that. Facial expression's big, yeah. That's what he keeps saying. Alright, let's get this, I'm not fighting for you. Too long and I have to go. And I do stuff like this, and I'm just like, I wish I could think like Jay Stiller does. He's so good at... he's so good at landscape. So many skill sets that I really want to build. Everything takes so long. I feel like I'm not going to have enough life. Like, I will die before I learn all of the skills that I would really like to know. Strong enough to let it go. Let it all go. So yeah, basically having this color means like pretty much anything in here. Well, I guess anything beyond, probably beyond this saturation might be a different color, because like this is too yellow. So maybe I can't go too far toward the yellow. But I feel like anything less yellow than this, so like anything over here is probably fair game, anything up here, just can't go lower. Strange skills that I want? I don't know about strange. I don't know. I don't feel like they're strange. More like, I just want to be a stronger artist. And I know that color theory is a really important skill, and I don't really have a strong color theory sense. So like, here's an example of a color theory study that we did last week, I think it was. Where you take a limited palette like this, and then you do multiple iterations of the same image using different, and it basically teaches you how to think about value, meaning light versus dark, you know, in color. So like, what's the visual impact of this image versus this image? Like, what do you feel is emphasized? What is de-emphasized? How does it make you feel? How do these colors look together? That kind of thing. Yeah, it's a really cool exercise. I got it from Chakuri. And I really like it. We're gonna do another one of these, probably tomorrow, actually, one like this. Another simple, just like quick. I might do a portrait instead. But yeah, so it's, you know, it's kind of like an extension of that. I'm gonna be doing I'm trying to use a limited palette today. And I'm kind of following this Huevember challenge too. So like today's color is this yellowish green, but I'm pairing it with like an opposite, sort of like a purple. So we'll see. I may change how I do this. It's my very first attempt ever doing this, so I'm kind of... These are baby steps. These are baby steps. Oh my gosh, Isol! Hey, how are you? You guys, did you know that Isol just had her first gallery showing and it went amazing? Because Isol's amazing. If you guys aren't following Beat Isol, make sure that you do. Incredible realist painter that has some just absolutely amazing paintings and is super, super fun to hang out with. So you should all go give a follow if you aren't already. You will definitely enjoy her streams, 100%. You can't imagine anyone not enjoying Isol's streams. No, you! No, you. It's my stream. I get to say what I want. And her art is so incredible. Yes, and Bigman got to go see it in person, which is super, super cool. Super cool. It was IselCon, right? That's what you guys are calling it? IselCon? Everyone go meet Isel? Sad that I missed IselCon. Maybe one year. I'm doing well, though. I'm doing a color study challenge, which is already breaking my brain. So, well, thank you for lurking, Bigman. I appreciate you being here. Enjoy your work, or I hope it goes well. Maybe not. Maybe enjoy is too strong of a word. But yeah, Isel, I'm doing a color study today, and I'm trying to figure out my range here. I might need to like really think about what colors are on the table for this challenge and which ones I can't use. Yeah, I bet it was super cool. 'Cause you guys have known each other for a while. Yeah, that sounds awesome. In her eyes, alongside the car, numb to the sound But how are you doing, Isel? I hope you're doing well. I hope have you recovered yet? I know there's like a lot that went into prepping for a show like that, and I'm sure you feel exhausted, like happy but exhausted would be my guess. So I hope you're recovering well. I hope, yeah, I hope it's going well, just overall. Rest, what's that? Oh no. Hey Prue, long time no see. Good to see ya. Color theory is so fun. Yeah, that's great. Another exercise you did was to do a line art picture and then randomize the colors. Yeah, that's great. It broadened your artistic horizon, taught you to step out of your comfort zone. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. So this was like my first tentative steps into that. I think I will do like random palettes tomorrow maybe. But I do kind of like the idea of kind of playing in like a certain color range. But yeah, like try to experiment with like color complements and, you know, color, which that might be what I'm missing in this other piece. I might need to pull in some reds just to kind of balance it out. Or like analogous colors, or like, you know, find a triad or something. So we'll see, but I definitely want to be thinking more about color in my work, and I know that the only way to do that is to just force myself to look at, like, think about color. So for anyone who doesn't know Chakuri, by the way, if you're not already following Chakuri, she's the one whose prompt I'm using, and she's been doing like a daily Huevember stream. Oh no, I always do that wrong. Why do I always put an R in her name? It's not her name. Chakuri. I get too excited about the R in the end. Anyway, you guys should go follow Chakuri if you want somebody who's really good at color. She's incredible. Does incredible portraits and like super just amazing artist. One of the first artists I met on Twitch this year when I got back into Twitch, actually. Let's see, rest was that? Oh no, Prue, take care of yourself. But yeah, if anyone has like color theory or color exercises that you can think of, I'm just kind of collecting ideas this month. I want to incorporate as much color as I can into warm-up studies. And if anybody isn't already in the Discord and you'd like to be, you can always submit those ideas in the Discord under the stream event chat, or just here in chat also. I know not everybody's into Discords, which is totally fine. I understand that there's like 50 million of them, so please don't feel like you have to. But if you'd like to, it's there for you. Well, feeling like a film that I didn't tune into the stream. Sloppy, I was at work the whole time. I was at work. I missed it too. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, Sloppy. I watched the VOD back though, Isel. I can't remember if I told you that. It looked like it went well. It was super fun. And thank you, Prue. Shout out to Prue for like holding the camera for that. You know, that was really helpful. Being the cameraman. All right. Yeah, let's see. But I hope you're doing well, Isel. I know that was a lot. Still really tired, but you got a cold from Digi. Giving colds out. Nobody wants colds. Wait, I missed something. Scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down. There we go. Okay. Eating a toaster waffle. Good. That sounds great. Charcuterie? Yeah, there's a lot of cheese on my brain at all times, basically. Am I doing Huevember? Yes, Mr. Big Cookie, I am. Well, I'm trying to do parts of Huevember. I'm not doing it all month, but like during warm-up streams, I'm trying to incorporate Huevember as much as possible. Are you doing Huevember? Is anyone else doing Huevember? Use brushes with color jitter. Color jitter? Oh, the ones that like pull other colors in? Yeah, those always weird me out. I don't like that I can't control the color. Why do you recommend that, Vessel? I'm curious. Do you just like that random color thing? I have a hard time with it. I'm not sure if Krita has that. Yeah, I don't know. It probably does somewhere. Gave up my watch streak for the show. That VOD better, but oh, Prue. Oh, it was good. It was good. You poor thing. I'm surprised you didn't have somebody with a device that would just log in for you and be like, okay, just watch for like 5 minutes on this, please. But that's it. It's a noble sacrifice to make, Prue. We appreciate your sacrifice. It was very nice to be able to virtually join, even though I couldn't be there for the live stream. I was glad that I could at least watch the VOD. So it looked like it went well, Isla. I'm super happy for you, and enjoy the rest. You've earned it. I know you spent months preparing for that. So how does it feel to be a free woman? You're not doing Huevember. I am, however, doing a getting back to drawing after not having done it since I was a kid member. Hey, love it. Welcome. Well, if you ever want to do studies with us, I don't know if you know this, you probably do, but we do a show and tell at the end of stream for anybody who wants to do a study of any kind. So as long as the purpose of the image is to study and to learn, and as long as it's work safe, you're more than welcome to share it in the warm-up section of the Discord, or here in chat if you're not a Discord person. And we will look at it together on screen at the end of stream. It's always a good time. Let's see, I think I'm gonna use a darker purple here because I just need more dark. There's not enough dark. I need more dark. It's really good at making you look at color in a new way, / learn what you can get away with, and forces you to be very smart with color and value because you have less control. That's fair. Sounds like painting on hard mode to me. I need to paint on easy mode so I can figure out how to paint first. But I will keep that in mind. Maybe I'll give it another try. I know anytime in the past I've used a brush that has color jitter, I just end up getting frustrated. Chunkers! Hey, how are you? Thanks for stopping back in. It's so good to see you. How are things going? Pay no mind to the stumbling baby steps into color that you see on the screen here. I'm trying really hard to learn color theory today. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I also cannot hear my music at all. At all. We're gonna darken that slightly. I don't know if this is allowed, but I'm just changing the saturation and the darkness on a lot of these. Trying to think about value. Another thing you can do if you're worried about like value, like I am right now, you can always put your image onto black and white mode, so it kind of forces you to really look at the picture differently. You've gotten a bit of sleep. That's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that because I know sleep has been a struggle, Isol. That's great. That's great. Chunkers, do you stream? I can't remember. You guys, Chunkers is a very cool animator that I met years ago. Used to hate figuring out colors and such, now find it very satisfying. Yeah, I'm just taking like very stumbling baby steps into color. I tend to fall into decent color palettes, but I want to be more intentional about it, so that's why I'm trying to focus on it a little bit right now. Oh, I'm not too bad, Chunks. Can I call you Chunks? It makes me laugh. Maybe you don't like it. Chunky, maybe? I don't know, that maybe you don't like that either. Anyway, I can call you Chunks. Okay, just want to make sure I'm not being offensive. I'm doing pretty good. It's been a really busy year for me. I've been leaning into Twitch pretty hard this year. And it's been really cool to meet so many people on this platform. It's basically become my favorite social media. And it's not until like this month with Huevember that I've actually been posting anything on socials because it takes me, you guys, it takes so long to glaze and to schedule out posts for 5 different social media sites, like literally 5. Like Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, Kara, and which other one do I do it on? Facebook, I think. But I do, like, so I use Metricool to and you could use, like, Meta Business Suite, too, to post to these 2, and then these other 3 I use Buffer. But just, like, setting all that up and, like, waiting for glaze and trying to figure out good hashtags and, like, formatting the tag, just everything about social media stresses me out. Chunkers, yeah, it's really cute. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. Twitch is great, though, like, and I do still, like, I have a post I've been kind of working on for the past month or so. It's on the back burner right now because I have so many other projects right now. But I really do want to post on socials just to be like, hey guys, so I haven't really been around, sorry about that, but here's why. And here's why you should also come to Twitch. Because I feel like the art community, especially here, is just incredible. Like, the minute you start meeting people on Art Twitch and just, like, even just a little bit of interaction, people are just so supportive and, like, interested in what you're doing. And it's such a, like, a rising tide lifts all boats sort of mentality. I'm really into that phrase right now because that's how I kind of feel about Twitch. And I just feel like on other social medias, even outside of all the AI garbage, it's just so hard to get people to come find you. Like, it's so hard to be found. And it feels so much like you're just screaming into the void constantly, right? Like your voice is never being heard and no one's ever finding you because it's so hard to beat the algorithms. But here, everything is so, like, the raids, the shoutouts, like, everything is designed to be supportive of other people. And it's so easy to get plugged in. And then, of course, the added benefit, at least in my opinion, is that, you know, the AI scrapers can't really get your videos as much, and it's still a good way. I mean, they kind of can, but not really. And so it's like a really good way to like share your art in a way that's safe. You know. Anyway, that's my little preview of what I'm gonna post about eventually on socials, to be like, hey, I'm not on social media really right now, and maybe if you don't want to be on socials either, maybe think about streaming. Screaming into the void. Yeah, no. Clunkers? Oh my gosh. You did your first stream yesterday. Oh man, I wish I would have known. I would have stopped in and say hi. See, that's the thing. Yeah, like if you stream, here, let's get you a little shout out. Watch Art Twitch in action. If you want to, I don't know if you like joining Discords, but if you would like to, we do have a Discord and we have a stream share section. Feel free to drop your stream anytime you want. I know I go through there when I'm available and just like pop into people's streams. Sometimes I'm at my day job and I'm not able to chat, but I always try to like peek in if I can, just so I can get a feel for like what people are up to and what the vibe is. It's a really good, I don't know, I think it's a really good way to meet people. And of course, if you're not ready to like promote your stream, don't feel pressured either. I know I used to post in the Art is Ageless Discord whenever I would stream, but I haven't in a while just because I don't know. I haven't really done as much in that community and I feel weird just popping in only to self-promote since it's like a smaller community, but maybe I should start doing that again. But yeah, I hope animation's going well. Color theory is so hard, yeah. Yeah, I hope so, Vessel. That's the idea of painting on hard mode, helping me out. We'll see. You love Twitch? Good! That's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you're here too. I'll have to make sure let me make sure I'm following you. And I'll be sure to try and pop in on a stream. Boink! There we go. I think I'm following you. Yeah. Cool. Well, it's great to see you here. There's a lot of animators on Twitch too. I don't know if you know this. Maybe you've already found Animation Twitch, but there's a lot of folks that do animation here. That's super incredible. In fact, there's a few people in chat who do animation. Let's see. I'm behind on chat. Hold on. You have a bird called Dexter. That's so cute. He is blue and green and very mean. That's a great tagline. Gandalf is a double yellow-headed Amazon. Oh my gosh. Birds can be kind of spicy, you know? Void has excellent acoustics. I do feel like, especially when you're first starting out in streaming, it can be super intimidating, and like streaming into the void is totally a defeating feeling. So that's part of why we have like self-promo channels, and I think a lot of Discords do too, not just mine. But all right, I have to pull in some, guys. I'm gonna broaden my spectrum a little bit. I'm not pro enough to make this look good with just these two. So I'm gonna basically stay in this area, right? But I'm gonna like broaden the places that I'm able to move around those palettes, just because I really need to be able to like pull more color in here. So I'm gonna go all over this triangle. Same thing with this purple. I'm gonna go all over the purple. And I actually do want to bring in just a little bit of more of a reddish purple, because red is the complement of green, and I feel like it'll really help pull it together if I do that. So let me just throw a little bit in there. Oh, you're still in the Discord. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Well, if you're still in there, feel free to post. Even if you're not live, guys, you can always post your stream and stream share, just so people can know that you stream. You know. It's totally fine. I sometimes post people in stream share that are just like artists that I found that I'm like, oh, you guys should all check out this person. It doesn't have to be your own stream either. If you want to promote somebody else that you've discovered, especially if it's a small artist, guys, I really like finding the like hidden gems here on Twitch. There's so many great folks, and I feel like people get really discouraged really quickly because they don't know anybody and they start streaming, and it's like, it's hard for people to find you if they don't already know you here. That is the one downside. So it can be really hard to get discovered on Twitch. But if you know like a few people, or you're in a few Discords and you just drop your stream, like it's kind of crazy how supportive Art Twitch is, in my opinion. At least the people I've met on Art Twitch. I'm sure there's some people who aren't. Oh, nice. Oh, that's right. You did say that. Yeah. Yeah, that's part of why, and if you don't do this, guys, and you're on Discord, connect your Discord to your Twitch. It does things like that, where it'll say when you're streaming, so people can, like, if people happen to look over at the member list and they see people streaming, sometimes they'll click in, you know? It's super helpful. You wish you could learn to animate, but you can't do them, Nani. It's a lot of work, honestly. It's a lot of work. Hats off and big salutes to the animators, whether you stream or not. Animation is like, I don't have the patience. I don't have the patience for hyperrealism like Easel, and I don't have the patience for animation like Chunkers and Rue and Amaze and people who can sit down and do that. I barely had the patience to animate this emote. And it's only 2 frames. So I'm gonna try and do a few more animated emotes eventually, but probably not anytime soon. Let's see. Nyanyan, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for popping in. I am taking extremely tentative baby steps into color today. Welcome to my stumbling art stream. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping in to say hi. Animation is so tedious. It's so rewarding, though, I feel like, when you, like, I'm sure, right, as an animator, for anyone who's an animator, I imagine, like, once you see it all together, and if you get, like, the movement you're looking for, or the vibe you're looking for, I'm sure it's, like, it's gotta be such a good feeling. Like, yes, I really nailed that. You know, that pose, or that action, or that, you know, squash and stretch, or whatever it is that you're trying to do. I don't know much about animation, other than just, like, draw frames over and over, slightly change them each time. That's pretty much the limit of my knowledge. Yeah, Nani, can I call you Nani? Is that okay? Yeah, we're doing a Huevember type study today. I didn't post about this on social media. I probably should have. But yeah, so it's kind of in the same vein as, let me show you really fast, if you want to see. I'm kind of using this color chart from Chakri. And last time we did this, last week, I did, and we'll probably do one more like this tomorrow, where you just take like a drawing and you do iterations of it with different colors, which was actually really fun. Highly recommend. I wasn't sure how this would go when I first did it, but now that I've done it, I want to do like 20 of these and just play with color, because it was super informative. And I think it would be super informative to even branch out and do like totally different palettes other than just Huevember, but anyway, we'll talk more about that tomorrow. But yeah, I'm trying to work Huevember stuff in to warm-ups this month as much as I can. We're still doing a few that are not Hue related. I feel like I could lump them in, like we did a dinosaur, I guess a ratite study earlier, because I've been doing Dinovember. I don't know if anybody likes dinosaurs, but most people seem to be okay with them. And if you want to check out my Dinovember post, there's a link to the one on Blue Sky. But there's also links to all my other places that I'm doing it in the Dino Ref page as well. So if you go down to the bottom of that, and that was put together by PyroKitty's Tavern, that reference board. So if anybody wants to do Dinovember, there you go. But yeah, so for warm-up studies, we do Monday through Wednesday. For anyone who hasn't been here, we do warm-ups, just kind of we call it the art gym. It's kind of like an accountability session. So it's just an opportunity for me to force myself to do studies or tutorials or observational drawing, but we're all here trying to improve and level up in some way. So most of the time we do things like training your observation eye by drawing from references or drawing from observation. But today is going to be, sometimes we do foundational stuff like color, value, form. One time we did like a thinking in 3 dimensions study. It was like a very foundational art study thing. We'll probably do more of those at some point. But yeah, today is, for me anyway, today is going to be this Huevember landscape study thing, which I'm really struggling at, to be honest. But as always, for anyone who hasn't been here before, feel free to do any kind of study you want. The whole idea is just to encourage each other to like actually sit down and do the studies that we always say we're going to do. Right. I feel like for me as an artist, I constantly, before I started really intentionally doing these streams, I was like, oh yeah, I should do reference studies. Oh yeah, I should practice this. Oh yeah, I should look at color theory. But I just never made the time in my schedule. So that's the whole idea behind this. Also, we're about to be in ads, so sorry for the ads, folks. But yeah, if you want to support the stream, sitting through an ad is a great way to do it. Why is this like this? Oh, I see. That's why. If you want to mute the tab, step away, do a stretch break. We're probably going to do a little stretch break here. That's what we usually do during ads. Hey, Charlie's Dragon, how are ya? Well, thank you, Nani. I appreciate that. Hiccups. There they are. There's the ads. So let's take a little stretch break. I haven't stretched today. Although I did go for a walk this morning. More out of necessity than just casual enjoyment of walks. Although I do enjoy a good walk. Here, sorry, I need to stop. I'm just like really into these rocks right now. Sorry, folks. Okay, we're gonna pause, we're gonna save, we're gonna stretch. Gonna have to go for tonight. Hey, it was good to see you, Mr. Big Cookie. Thanks for popping in. Always good to have you. If you ever want to share any of your studies that you've been doing, feel free to drop them in the Discord if you're in there. Yeah, exactly, Nani. I also, for years, wished I had done more, like, wished I would do more studies. It was always on my to-do list, and I just never did them. So that's why I was like, this year, I was like, you know, I'm just gonna try streaming studies to make myself do them, because otherwise I was not getting them done. And I've done more studies this year because of these warm-up streams than I have probably my entire artistic career. So, yeah. And it's just like, the idea is just to do like 30 minutes of study. You know, it doesn't have to be hours, just even 15 minutes, honestly. Whatever time you can grab in your day. It's always, always, always helpful. Today, oh, I forgot to write the theme for today. Whoops. Oopsies. Let me do that really fast. Hue, oh, hold on. Deselect, okay. Hue, Huevember, landscapes. There we go. 15 minutes is better than nothing. Yeah, exactly. And most people can find 15 to 30 minutes in their day somewhere. If you are intentional and you make time for it, you can make it happen. I was not intentional and I did not make time for it, so that's what this stream is. This is me trying to be intentional and making literal time in my schedule for it, like planning it out and saying, okay, I've committed to this, like I'm gonna have to do it. So you guys are my accountability partners, so thank you. I appreciate that very much. Don't forget to untrim, folks. We're doing a little stretch during the ad break. Get some water if you don't have any water, get some snacks. Also, hope you're doing well, Charlie's Dragon. Excuse me. Sorry for the coughing. Pardon. Couldn't get to the mic in time to mute. Okay. Got like 20 seconds left. I'm going to start looking for another reference while we're in the ad. I'm not quite ready to change over, but... Oh yeah, Nani, me too. That was me for years. I don't know if you could hear me talking about that or if you were stuck in ads just now, but I literally like had to force myself to carve out time during these streams. Like these streams are the only reason I've been doing any kind of studies. Here we go. This is the picture I was looking for earlier. Okay, picked out my next one. Cool. Well, if you'd like some accountability, no pressure as always. Just being here, anyone, just being here is helping me for sure stay accountable. And I'm sure helping others get inspired to get to work, you know? But if anyone ever wants to jump in, you're always more than welcome. Sun about to rise. Kid named Cole making music that nobody could hear. And I spent the night. Oops, there's a few of these that I did not finish apparently. No, that is not what I wanted. Here. Yeah, you're more than welcome, and don't feel like you have to share the results. I know a lot of people, especially we have a lot of folks that are like just getting into drawing and are very shy about like wanting to share their studies, which is totally understandable and absolutely fine. The whole point is to just hold yourself accountable to whatever your goal is, right? So whether your goal is to improve or just pick up a new hobby or develop a new skill set, feel free. Feel free to use this as accountability hour. That's kind of the idea, but never feel pressured to share unless you really want to. We do share, we'll say, at the end of stream. So for anyone who's not been here before for warm-up study, every single warm-up study we share anything in the Discord and anything that people link in chat if you're not a big Discord person. We share anything that has been shared in the warm-up studies section since the last one. So since I posted mine from yesterday, it was basically is the line. So anything that's after that, just make sure anything you post in there is actually a study. Don't post like finished work or imaginative work. Even if you used reference to like design a character, design a creature, that's not the same thing as observational drawing. So pretty much my rule for it is anything that the intention of the image was to learn. So if the intention of the image was to learn or to practice, and it was done from observation, then it counts as a study, right? If you have elements in there that you made up from imagination, it's not a study. Hopefully I need to probably write that and like pin it, because we've been getting a lot of people participating sometimes, and I want to make sure that that people understand what it means. Could probably make a command for it too. I don't know. That sounds like something an organized streamer would do. That's funny. Why would I ever be that person? I don't have time to be organized. Frankly, I'm proud of myself that I've been able to do these studies for this whole year, pretty much. I think I've had to cancel a few times, but not very often. That's an accomplishment for me. Hey, Bright Boy, how you doing? Yeah, new artists are great. I also really feel strongly, Chunk, and it feels funny calling you Chunk. Chunkers. I don't know if you feel the same way or if other artists feel like this too, but I just think, like, learning to be a more careful observer, not only does it make you a better artist, but I think I just think it's good for the human brain. And I think it's a good practice to have for a lot of things, for a lot of fields even, like whether you're a writer or a musician or a scientist or just a curious human. The more closely you can observe and the more questions you can ask, which is what you should be doing while you're studying, instead of copying, like, I think it just kind of makes you a more well-rounded human in general. So I always encourage drawing as a hobby, even if it's not something you're doing professionally. Just like if you just want to become better at that, just to develop a skill. There's a lot of cognitive reasons to get into drawing. It's not just if you want to be an artist as a career path. You agree? Yeah. I feel like a lot of artists would agree, but I don't think I've ever really asked an artist if they feel that way. That's just how I feel. But yeah, it makes sense, right? Because if you're staying curious about the world around you, I kind of wonder if it won't help stave off things like Alzheimer's or just like depression or like general apathy about life. Like, it's so easy to get down, you know? And I feel like maintaining a childlike curiosity about the world around us is just so crucial to happiness, honestly. And I think learning to observe and ask questions is a really good way to kind of stretch those muscles. So anyway, that's why I just like, if you're just drawing for like those kinds of reasons and you don't want to share your work, please don't ever feel pressured, anybody. If you don't want to show it on stream, you can post in the works in progress share. Yeah, that's absolutely true, for sure. You can always use the whip share for sketches and stuff. Oh, the Discord link doesn't work? That's weird. Nani? It should work. It brings you to my Discord, Charlie's Dragon? Yeah, it's a link that doesn't expire. Where did you press the link? Did you press the one that's in chat here? It's possible that maybe my link down below is broken. It shouldn't be. It should be the same link. That's weird. I've had someone else say that too. Is it possible, Nani, that you've got some like, it could, I don't know what my Discord settings are, but maybe there's like some authentication stuff that hasn't been completed, or I'm not sure why it wouldn't work. But yeah, yay for new artists and people who are wanting to try and start doing this stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure how to get you in there if that link doesn't work, because most people, I think it does. Do you live in a country that like doesn't like Discord? Maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to, if anyone knows or has ideas. I'm kind of a noob. I don't really know lots of things. I just do stuff. Try this one, maybe. Oh, it does work. Oh, on your phone it doesn't work. That's interesting. Next time I hear somebody say that, maybe it's because they're on the phone. That's good to know. Thank you for letting me know. Not because I've had one other person this year that told me that the link didn't work. I wonder if they were on mobile. That's so strange. Good to know. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm glad it worked for you. Feel free to snoop around in there if you would like to. And for anyone who doesn't know, if you've been in my Discord for a while, we actually recently updated it to a community, so you can actually select your role. You can self-select roles, like for access to different channels or for different kinds of pings. Like if you want alerts when I'm streaming, but you don't want announcement pings, you can like turn those off. We have movie nights that we do. We're actually doing one tonight for Prehistoric Planet. So if you want to be pinged when those things start, just self-assign the movie alert ping. Yeah, it's a lot more customizable, I think, than it used to be. Yeah, it's just a mostly art Discord to keep it pretty chill in there. Always happy to have more chill people. You've had similar issues when your phones can't access things while your tablet or computer can't. Interesting, Nanyan. If you feel comfortable sharing, what kind of phone do you have? Is it like an Android or an iPhone? I wonder if it's iPhone. I know sometimes iPhone has compatibility issues with sites. We have that issue at my job, actually. People who try to access the website on their phone really have a lot of trouble if they have an iPhone. An Android. Okay, well, I don't know. Yeah, I have an Android too, but it's an older Android. It doesn't seem to have issues. Although, I don't know, I guess I've been a part of my Discord so long, I haven't really tried to join it. Man, I really need to get more involved in people's Discords. That's on my goals list, I think, for next year, as I want to get more involved in like community stuff. Like see what other artists are up to. The community server functions are useful. They really are. I was a little hesitant to switch over to a community server because I think for a while, and they changed it thankfully, but it made you searchable. And so I definitely didn't want to be searchable. Like I wanted it to be like a, hey, if you found me through my own socials or through, my streams, then I want you to, like, that's how I want you to find it, because I didn't want to be susceptible to like bots and trolls and stuff. And I feel like searchable Discord servers might have that issue more than unsearchable ones. But thankfully they changed it to where you can totally opt in or out of that. So we are not opted into that. So hopefully it's a safe space from those sorts of bad actors out there. But yeah, so far I've actually really liked the functionality of like being able to set up events or being able to let people self-assign pings and self-assign channels. Like if I have channels, like I think everybody can see all the channels when you first join, with the exception of spoilers and venting, because those tend to be the most, I would say, of all the channels in my Discord, those are probably the most like, people may or may not want to see these, so those are the ones you have to opt into, but everything else you're automatically opted into, or you should be, and then you can just self-select if there's stuff, like if you don't want to be in the writer's corner, and because you're not a writer, you can opt out of that. If you don't want to be in the art stuff because you're not an artist, you can opt out of that. Like if you're just here for movie nights, you can opt out of everything, It's totally whatever kind of experience you want to have. I think it's pretty cool. Okay. Having a lot of trouble with this back tree here. Credit is doing this weird thing with the paintbrush where it's like lightening before it's dark. Oh wait. Why is it doing that? Am I on a weird setting? Oh, it's because of the... I see. How do I fix that? Boy, I know I'm okay. Okay, I think I know how to fix this. If I can find... Where did that go? Where's my magic wand tool? Is that it? I don't think that's it. Why can't I find my magic wand tool suddenly? Oh, there it is. Gosh. Okay. Did I check out the Marco Bucci color tutorial? I did watch part of it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I really like him, so I'm sure I'm gonna love it. Thank you again for sharing that. He does really good stuff. It's super inspiring. And I also pulled out, I haven't had a chance to look through it yet, but I pulled out my Color and Light book from James Gurney because I've read through parts of it like years ago when I first got it, but it's been a while, and I wanna refresh on some color theory. So I feel like between those two things, between Marco, who's like incredible, and James Gurney, who's also incredible. By the way, if anyone does not have that book by James Gurney and you want to be better at color theory, do yourself a favor and just go grab it. And if you do, I have actually Streamlabs just posted my. Oh no, it didn't. I used to have an Amazon affiliate link. I don't know if that still exists. But if anyone wants to, you know, take some Bezos bucks and make him sling them my way, you can use my affiliate link. I think it's down in the About section. It's been a long time since I've looked into that. Oh, I have to sneeze. Oops, I really have to. I stopped my sneeze. So disappointing. Doing that right now? Nice. Yeah, I don't know if I still have affiliate links, Amazon. I don't know. Yeah, it might be down there below. I need to probably make a command for that. If anybody wants to. It's also an extra step. I think the way that they work is like if you click that link, anything you put in your cart for the next 24 hours, I get kickback from. Which is interesting. It seems super generous for Amazon, frankly. But I used to have a list of like recommended tools and stuff. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, maybe I took it off. Oh, I still have streaming up here. Whoops. Let me take that off. Gosh, you can tell I'm just the most organized human. Let's remove that. Yeah, I don't know where my affiliate link is anymore. Oh, a spangled cotina. Nice. I will do that in just a second, Amaze. I'm hunting down a lost link. Now I'm just curious. It's not important right now. Please don't wait on me or anything. If anybody was about to go get that. Yeah, James Gurney's Color and Light, though. Incredible. Where is my thingy? I could have sworn I had that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to go, I'm gonna write that down so that I can make sure I update that. I swear it used to be down there. And then we'll do the Draw Me an Animal, and then I'm gonna wrap up this, I'm spending way longer on this than I planned. It's because I'm a struggling baby, that's why. Okay, there we go. It is now on my to-do list. You like that my channel points are bits of cheese? I do love cheese. I have a problem. I think it's if people donate 5 bits, there's an alert that pops up about it going into the cheese fund. Yeah, cheese is great. I like cheesy jokes. I'm just a big fan of cheese. I just added a dancing cheese emote. Is that placed in Star Wars? I don't know. Maybe they filmed there. What do you mean? How you doing, Ungoy? Good to see ya. Okay, let's do the Draw Me an Animal game. Take a little break from this. Feel free to keep drawing, folks, if you would like to. I will go a little longer today because this is my only stream today. Although I am going to be streaming on Discord, just not like this, not an art stream. I'll be doing a movie night stream. Be watching Prehistoric Planet, which there's still time to vote if you have preferred days. I want to get through the rest of the episodes, but my subscription runs out on Monday. So we have like, I can't remember how many episodes. I think 6 episodes to go. So tonight we're going to watch for sure, because a lot of people said tonight works for them. So we're gonna watch tonight at 6 p.m. on my Discord. Make sure you have the movie alerts ping if you want to get a ping, and I'll make an event for it too. But if you have a preference for the next showings, let me know. We'll probably do at least 1, if not 2 more days, depending on how many we get through tonight. I'm gonna basically just ask whoever's in there, like, hey, you know, how many episodes do we want to watch? 2? Do we want to watch 3? We've been watching 2, but if we only watch 2, that means we need 2 more movie nights to do 2 more episodes each. So it'd be a lot. There it is. I found my drawing animal. A dancing cheese. Yeah, we have a big cheese. Where is it? Here. I just added this emote, which I found out when I went to add it. So for those of you who were here, you know I got a little ding on my account because I was wrongly tagged for not being work safe because we were doing a figure study session and they were clothed models, but I think the moderator or the bot that scanned my video thought maybe they weren't, but they were. Very much so. And so now I lost my auto emote privileges, and I thought I got it fixed because I reached out to them and I was able to auto upload a standard emote when I tried it the other day, like after I was talking to them. So like, cool, it's fixed. And then I went to upload this one and it told me I had to go to approval, and I was like, what the heck? And I know it's still in my account because I still can't select my audience. I think it's like a 90-day buffer or something. Yeah, I know, and I can't appeal it because it's not a true warning. It's not like a true ding on my account, I guess. It's like not the higher level of problem. It's just like a warning. And then so I'm being punished, but like I'm always a work safe. Even like I try to be a family-friendly streamer because I know I have kids that watch with their parents, especially for these warm-ups sometimes. So I try to be respectful of that. But so I don't know. I messaged the person again and they said they were going to escalate it, but I don't know what that means. I'm like, why? But this is, I thought it was like, we talked about this, like you fixed it. I thought you did. So I don't know, maybe I need to try again and see if I can upload a standard emote and just not animated. Like maybe they just took off the ban for that, but haven't done it for like all the things that happen when you get a content warning. I don't know. It's really frustrating. I'm like, but like, why am I being punished though? And I'm also like I don't know, I think it's probably the like perfectionist kid in me, but I'm just a little bit like, I don't want this on my permanent record. Like, what if something happens later and they can look back and see, oh, this is a problem causer because, you know, in 2024 they got this thing on their account, and I'm like, but I didn't do anything wrong. You know, like I don't know how it works on the back end. So I'm just a little, I don't know, a little frustrated because I definitely thought it was taken care of. Twitch can be very silly for sure, yeah. But yeah, it's not something I can appeal, so it's like I have to reach out to Twitch support, and it took like forever to figure out how to do that. Because they kept sending me to like a chat bot that didn't know how to help me. At least I presume it was a chat bot. I don't know for sure. Okay, a spangled cotina. Is that how you say that? Cotinga? I don't know how to say this. So I'm gonna draw this. Yeah, oh my gosh, support chatbots make the problem worse, I feel like, because once you realize you're talking to a chatbot, it's like immediately frustrating. It's like, can we please just... Listen, computers are really good at some things, but we need a human interaction. Don't let them get away with it. I'm trying not to. I do tend to be pretty conflict averse, but I don't feel like I earned an issue. Like, I try really hard not to be a problematic streamer or just problematic on the internet in general. So I don't feel like I earned it. Thank you, Sloppy. I imagine you are. I'll get Spicy Sloppy to handle it. I'll let you know. They said that they pushed it on to someone else, so I don't know if I just got brushed off or if they're actually escalating it, but... Oh yeah, support chatbots are like a big... You've already Googled and read the facts, which is all they can point you to. Yeah, exactly, Charlie's Dragon. All they can do is like give you fast access if you're like feeling like you don't want to look up the facts yourself, but that's not helpful. I can't handle confrontation in person, but who boy, can I type a good let me speak to your superior email? Oh my gosh. Slappy becomes a keyboard warrior. That's funny. Okay, let's draw this spangled cotina? I don't know how to say it. I don't know what this is, I'm not gonna lie. Spangled I feel like usually means stripes or spots, right? I can't remember which one, so I'm trying to think what this could be. It's probably a bird. I feel like there's so many birds, I can't keep track of them all. Or a bug. It could be a bug. I always think it's a bird, a bug, or a fish if I don't know what it is. So it's really just a matter of like, it could be a lizard. There's a lot of reptiles too. So yeah, I have to guess. Yeah, so this is the game. So basically I get, the only hint I have is the word. So like sometimes I get it really wrong, like this. And then sometimes I get pretty close. Like I get lucky, like I just happened to have looked up a Tarako recently before this one got requested, so I was relatively familiar, or like I happen to know what the animal looks like. But then like sometimes I'm like which one did I actually did pretty well this time. I think I got this one wrong because this is the scientific name of a cheetah. So it's kind of a way to test my animal knowledge. The only rule is like no hints in chat. So my only hint can be the name of the animal. I do prefer common names, which this is, but in this case, like, I don't know. There's like so many animals. I'm pretty good on mammals, but like everything else, I'm not very good at. And this could be a mammal for all I know. So yeah, sometimes people use it as a way to get me to draw their favorite animal. Sometimes people try to trick me. Sometimes people just want to see if I can, because like even if I know the animal, it doesn't mean I'm good at drawing it from memory. Like this one was pretty bland. I knew what it was, but I was like, okay. A spangled cotinga. What is this? Let me think. Yeah, Amaze does a good job at picking common names that are hard. I did get pretty close with the Tarako, yeah, so the whole thing is for me to draw it from memory. This, I don't know what this is. My first guess was that it's a bird, so I'm just gonna go with the bird. It's probably wrong. It's probably like a small mouse or something. But I'm gonna go with a bird. So, let's do that. I'm gonna put 5 minutes on the clock. It is 11:30, so I have 5 minutes to draw a bird. I don't know what kind of bird, but we're gonna do a bird. This is my default bird. Burp. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, if you put something that's like an animal name that describes what it is, that obviously gives it away. But I mean, with Pygmy Hippo, I just drew tried to draw Mudang from memory, basically. Okay, we're gonna say it's a little wader bird. I don't know, little rail. Which I didn't know what a rail was till this year because I've never lived in a moist climate that has rails. They're all like I think they're all like an East Coast sort of bird, but sure, yeah, we'll say this is a spangled cotina. What kind of colors will it have? Let's give it, I feel like brown and yellow. Feels like a good combo. So we'll do brown and yellow. I don't know why brown and yellow was my, watch, it's gonna be like a bright red butterfly or something. It's gonna be something totally opposite of this. And here's the thing too, like, I don't have a great memory for stuff. Like, unless I really spend some time looking at and thinking about an animal. Like, we've had times where, I keep telling people, if you suggest the same animal that I didn't know, like, 3 months later, good chances are I'm not gonna remember it. Like, basically at the end of it, we will just kind of look at the creature together and, learn about it together, but that doesn't mean I'm going to retain that information, you know. We're going to say that this is a spangled, I don't even know how to say it, cotinga? Cotina? Can't decide if I think that is silent or not. Boink, boink, boink. Let's give it some bright yellow by the eyes. Boink. Maybe a yellow beak. I don't know how to make it more spangled, so we'll just do extra stripes. I don't know. Maybe some color on the beak, I don't know. Okay, a little background here. We've got, oh, I've still got 3 minutes, wow. Boy. You have rails in the Midwest? Do you? I'd never heard of a rail. And maybe we do have them in Texas and I just don't know because Texas is big and I only lived in a part of it. So it's very possible. I don't think we have any in Colorado, but maybe I'm just not familiar with them. Don't they spend a lot of time around water? There's not, I live in a desert, so I doubt we have them here if they are water animals. Boink, boink, boink. I usually just draw a background when I don't know what else to do with my time, so that's what's happening right now. Because I still have 2 more minutes, so we're gonna give it a sky. Let's make it bigger. Red, white, and blue stripe. Oh, I should have done. You're right. Oh, the chunkers. That would have been funny. Should have done like an actual like star-spangled bird. I could have just drawn an eagle. an eagle parading around the American flag. Oh well, it's too late. Okay. Boink, 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 boink. Let's make that sound. There. I don't know, guys. Is this what it looks like? This is clouds. I'm out of ideas and I still have a minute and a half. I'll just clean it up. It's not very clean. Oh shoot, hold on. I have to take this call. I think it's from my mechanic. One sec. Alright guys, my breaks are done. That's exciting. So I get to go pick up my car and actually go to the studio now. Oh, that's exciting stuff. Love being able to go to the studio. Alright, we're just going to call it here because I don't know what else to add. And I don't really need to clean it up or anything. Alright, let's see what this actually is. This is the fun part where we get to learn about it. Okay. Oh, you guys, I'm about to be $500 poorer. Yay! Break replacement. That's okay. That's okay. I needed to get it done because I'm about to go on a long trip down to Texas for Thanksgiving, so definitely wanted breaks that weren't going to die on me. It's like 800 miles. Alright, Spangled Cotinga. Is it a bird? Yes! It's a bird, guys! Alright, I totally guessed that, though. I don't know what this animal is. It's a species... Yeah, I don't know what this is. So it is a bird, at least. But it does not look anything like this bird. So I'm going to give myself like 40%. Does it have stripes at least? Okay, it does have stripes. Different color, different shape. I got the right kind of animal. That's pretty much as close as I got, guys. So great category of animal. So there we go. Wisconsin has the largest freshwater marsh in the country. So okay, so it is a marshy bird. The bland one looks so cute. I'm glad you like it. Okay, let's see what we can learn. Look how pretty this is. This is a pretty little bird you found, Amaze. Let's learn about it together. All right. Ooh. Wow. Look at you. What kind of bird are you? Are you a songbird? Where do you fall? Passiforms. Okay, so yeah, it is like a... Well, that's a lot of them. Passerines. A lot of songbirds in that group. I'm going to put this in the songbird category. I'm going to pin it because this is a lovely animal. Save image for Pinterest. Sorry, I have to do this sometimes. It's just a requirement. It's a compulsion. I have no control, but it's a pretty animal and I like it. Also, guys, my bird section is out of control. There's so many groups of birds. This is why when I don't know what it is, I just say like bird, fish, bug, because there's just so many. For now, I'm going to put it in songbirds. I might move that later. But that's a really cool, bird. Really pretty. Look at the sexual dimorphism here. Like, would never know that this is the same type of creature. So crazy. Like, it's got a little bit of the blue streaks maybe on like right here on the wing, but nothing like the male, obviously. Because of their bright, beautiful colors, cotingas have been hunted by native and colonial peoples for their feathers. Dang it. Humans. The feathers of some species are used in making fishing flies and lures. The beauty of these birds draws bird watchers from around the world, and so may add to the local economy. Yeah, so maybe don't kill them all. Oh good, at least they're least concern. I always get worried when I hear stuff like that, because I'm like, oh no, that means we're probably close to hunting them to extinction. Like so many animals. Thankfully, that's not the case for these guys. Oh, Carl Linnaeus added 240 species that have been described of these animals. One of these was the spangled, in general of birds. That's cool. It's one of the original Linnaean taxonomy birds. That's neat. A species is now placed in the genus Cotinga that was introduced by Brisson. Spangled cotina is monotypic, which means it only contains one taxon. Oh, so let's go see what this group. What group? Where are they closely related? Tyrannida? Wait, is this part of the Turacos? No. I don't know any of these. Flycatcher, I kind of know what those are. Oh my gosh, antbirds. I've literally never heard of most of these birds. Holy cow. Wow. This is like a... Oh, oven birds! Look, there's oven birds! We had to draw that one time, and I didn't know what it was, so I drew a turkey in the oven. We had to draw one. I don't remember what it looks like, other than that it's a bird that has oven-shaped nests. I've never heard of most of these. This is a really cool critter, though. Okay, let's see. Females, yep. They live here in the Amazon. So cool. Man, there's so many rainforest birds. There's no way to know them all, frankly. I don't think. Really cool. That's awesome. Wow, they're really widespread. Well, very nice. Good selection, Amaze. We got to learn about a new bird today. A lovely new bird. Let's see if we can find some more cool pictures. Pretty borbs. Oh, that's a nice photo. A little bit color corrected, it looks like, but that's really nice. I like that turquoise. Ooh, look at this one. So pretty. I like this picture a lot. Okay, I'm gonna pin one more and then we'll get back to work. Because I need this picture. It is really nice. Look at that. Lovely color. I'm gonna use my workaround to save it because I want the big one. Love a Pinterest add-on. I think I'm just gonna keep putting them in songbirds. Maybe I should put it in jungle birds, but I don't know. I need to really diversify my categories because I feel like songbirds is such a catch-all. It is technically passerines, but there's like half of it. What did it say? Like half of all species? Oh, I need this too. Half of all species are passerines. How do I pin this? Pin. We'll put you in jungle bird because you look like a jungle bird. Oh, tropical, there we are. Tropical / jungle birds. Excellent. Okay, let's get back to work. Well, that's the Draw Me an Animal game, guys. I'm gonna give myself like a 40%, I think. I didn't pass, but I got the right group. Okay. Close, Draw Me an Animal, and back to this very difficult challenge that I somehow, or for some reason, decided to do today. Spangled means dotted. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was spots or stripes, because I was also thinking of the Star Spangled Banner. Oh, but that makes sense, because stars are what's spangled. Should've known. Should've known. It's a fun drive. I don't know. I do love the clouds of the plains, Rue. Like you said, like I do miss kind of the big skies in some ways, but the mountains are way prettier. Not gonna lie. The mountains are way. My favorite part of the drive is southern Colorado through New Mexico, and then pretty much once I'm away from the mountains, it's just like 8 hours of just trying to get through all the speed traps in those tiny West Texas and Panhandle towns. And then, like, trying to avoid giant tumbleweeds. Like, I still have a tumbleweed, like, crammed into my fender that I cannot get out. Like, I've pulled on it. I'm afraid I'm going to break something. Like, it's super stuck in there. And it was from driving through the Texas Panhandle earlier this year. It's been in there for over 6 months. Like, the last time that happened, it eventually fell out with driving, but not this time. This time that tumbleweed was like, yo, I'm part of this car. Oh my gosh, Milky Opie! Hey, how's it going? How are you? Thank you so much for that raid. Holy cow. What did you get up to? I'd love to see what you were doing. We just finished playing the Draw Me an Animal game, and now I'm trying to figure out color theory. We're doing something kind of in the spirit of this Huevember prompt challenge that I did last week. I'm trying to get better at color. But I'm not doing a good job today, so please don't look at it. How are you? I'd love to see what you got up to. To all the raiders who just came in, hello. It's so good to have you here. Thanks for giving a new streamer a chance, as they say. But my name is Casey. If you haven't been here before, I'm an illustrator. I do all kinds of things. I'll just give you like a quick overview here. we'll just start on this end. I do graphic novels, I do book illustration. Here's a, oops, why is it small? We're doing warm-up studies right now. So Monday through Wednesday, I do warm-up studies in the morning to kind of hold myself accountable to practicing and studying things. Yeah, if you have anything WorkSafe, Milky, that you want to share, feel free. But yeah, the warm-up studies are just to kind of like, I don't know about you guys, but I am one of those artists who's like, oh yeah, I should do more studies. I should do more observational drawing, and I just never made time for it. So I eventually just gave up, and now we do a stream series called The Art Gym. And so if you ever want to hang out and get some accountability to actually, you know, use that tutorial you've had saved for years on your desktop, or do a still life, or play with some paints that you never play with, or try digital art for the first time, that's kind of what this is for. But yeah, most of the time when I'm not doing warm-ups on like in the afternoon streams, I'll be doing yeah, anytime, and links are totally welcome in chat, Milky. I like to show off the raid arts. But yeah, hopefully, I think we got you a shout out, but you guys should go follow Milky Opie. But yeah, this is the kind of work I tend to do. I'm mostly a digital illustrator. I did a lot of these on stream earlier this year. So I have sculptures too. I do sculpting. I'm just not at my studio. My car is in the shop. It actually just got finished, so I'm about to go pick it up in a little bit. And actually go to the studio, which is exciting. I thought this was going to take a lot longer, so it's really exciting. But, oh yeah, creature design, we do that. I like to look at sea slugs and design what I call sea slug dragons. So we do this on the first Wednesday of the month, every single month. It's kind of the sea slug dragon afternoon stream time. And then we also, right now I'm doing Dinovember, so let me grab those if you want to see the Dinovember stuff. I actually don't know, oh wait, yes, I do have it. It's right here. I couldn't remember if I had the file on my computer here, but I do. Oh, thank you for that follow, Zinlin, so much. I appreciate that. So Dinovember is a monthly art challenge that if you want to participate with, so like here's one from a few days ago. I don't have the most recent file here because again, it's at my studio, but this is the prompt list. You can click that link to find the prompt list. We also have a reference board if anybody just doesn't want to be overwhelmed by all these long dinosaur names. PyroKitty's Tavern, one of my wonderful mods, put together this reference board on Pinterest, and you don't need a Pinterest account to look at it. But it has like references of all of these animals, well, both fossil reference and paleo art references, so, but like really good ones. This is Yiqui, for example. I tried to spotlight dinosaurs that people maybe weren't super familiar with, that I think are really cool. This is Psittacosaurus, debatable quills on the tail, but most paleontologists, it seems like, agree that there was probably quills. And Pelosaurus, which is a really cool, like, spiky sauropod. I don't know. I just think there's a lot of cool dinosaurs out there and wanted to spotlight the ones that people maybe aren't as familiar with. Yiqui, or Yichi, I figure out how to say it, I think it's Yichi, is one of like 3 recently discovered dinosaurs that actually had like bat-like wing membranes, which is really cool. So if you ever wanted to know if there were dragons, I mean, this looks a whole lot to me like what we would have called a dragon. It was very small, keep in mind, but the whole idea is to kind of get people excited about. Yichi, okay, thanks, Charlie's Dragon. I've said it Yiqui for years because I read it and I didn't hear anyone say it, so it's hard to break that habit. We talked about that on Danny's stream yesterday a little bit. Oh, here's a link from Milky Opie, perfect. Let's see what Milky Opie was up to. I'm gonna click that link. I do not know where it went. It did not go anywhere. Let's try that again. There we go. Oh wow, this is really nice. Wait, is this like a, what did you say this was? Hold on. Oops. Why is that happening? You work on some made, oh, your character here's. Okay, these are your character here commissions. So if anyone's not familiar with those, it's like you draw a pose and then people can put whatever character they want in it. So we have a made one, which is very funny. Really nicely drawn. Like, I love the colors. Like, look at the like, oh, I can't zoom in anymore. We're doing color theory stuff this month, and I just love the way you're using purple as the shadows. Really, really pretty. And I like the color combo, the green and the purple. That's what I'm doing today, is a green and purple. These are great. Look at these textures. I wish I could zoom in more on the texture on the dress. This is fantastic. Guys, if you want to go watch Milky Opie making this work, make sure you click that follow. Make sure you do it. Really, really, obviously very skilled artist, and a really good use of color, great anatomy, like fantastic work. Thank you so much for sharing, Milky. I really appreciate it. And honored to have you here. Thank you. Let me say hi really fast to the raiders who came in. I kind of didn't get to that. Sorry. I'm not the most pro streamer. But I'm honored that you would bring your group here. You're thinking of moving to Colorado. It's pretty. It's expensive. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me get this. This is really bright. It's so bright I can't see. Let's see. Six Psycho, hello. Thanks for coming in. Malden at 1992. Welcome, welcome. Mira Draws, welcome. You have tumbleweeds in Colorado? Yeah, I've seen them, but they've never gotten lodged in my grill like they do in the Panhandle. I'm glad that you feel comfy here. Hisui Kai, welcome, welcome. I'm not sure if I said your name right, but let's see. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. A true Texan has a tumbleweed stuck in the car. It's true. John was tracking. You can take the girl out of Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of the grill of her car. Turns out. Literally, it will not come out. It's very funny. You have 960 points. Well, thank you for hanging out and earning those points. Yeah, you earn more from following. And thank you again for that follow. Let's see. Okay, I think I said hi to everybody. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to see everybody. And Pocky 1898. Welcome, welcome. Good. I love Pocky. It's good to have you here. You have some questions about movie? Yeah, let me know. For sure, DM me. Sometimes it takes me a while to get back to DMs, but I should be able to see it. I think we've DM'd before on Discord, so it makes it a little easier. Put that on a shirt. You can take the girl out of Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of her grill. That could be taken some ways, maybe. I specifically mean tumbleweeds. Thank you, Amaze. Great. Now that's a quote. That's a quote. For anybody who's like, what are you guys talking about? I grew up in Texas. I moved to Colorado in 2015. I've been here for a long time. But I do visit family for the holidays. And I visited family earlier this year, actually, for a birthday party. And I was driving through the Panhandle of Texas and a massive tumbleweed, there was like a tumbleweed storm and I couldn't avoid them. And so one of them smashed into my car and one of the pieces got jammed into the grill of my car and I literally can't get it out. I've pulled on it so many times. It's just part of the car now. I'm afraid I'm gonna break the plastic in the grill if I pull any harder because I know parts of the grills are not totally metal, so I'm afraid I'm gonna break something. It's really stuck. Oh geez, thanks Amaze. Well, now everyone has to know. Beware of tumbleweeds when you drive down to Dallas. Yeah, watch out for the Panhandle. They're really bad in the Panhandle. Because the Panhandle is super flat. There's a saying up in Amarillo where, welcome to the Panhandle of Texas, where you can look further and see less than anywhere else in the world. It is so flat. And because of this, it's also super windy, and there's very few trees. And so these tumbleweeds have just taken over, which tumbleweeds are an invasive species, by the way. And they're not actually native to the US. But they're everywhere in the Panhandle of Texas. And they just kind of they will pile up on the highways kind of things. And so if you get a windy day and you're driving through the Panhandle, it's impossible to avoid them. So anyway, there's my Texas fact for you. Yeah, okay, yeah, if you're coming from the east side, it's a lot more woodsy on the Arkansas side. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it as much over there, Chunkers. You might when you get to, you'll probably see some when you get to DFW, they're around in DFW, but not like the Panhandle. It's in character, yeah. They just tumbled in here. They're really good at spreading, We did an invasive, I almost said invasive Weecies. Or VCs. Oh my gosh. Let me just slow down and think about my words. We did an invasive species week for studies earlier this year where I featured different invasive species, both plant and animal, that we studied. And one of them was a tumbleweed. I put a tumbleweed on a car. It was a whole thing. I was also trying to practice cars. I tried to do way too much on those streams. But I did a tumbleweed on a car. And they're actually kind of hard to draw without just looking like a scribble. If you've ever seen a tumbleweed, it literally just looks like this. Oh wait, let me get on the right layer here. It just looks like this. It's very funny. Jeez, amaze. Let's see. I've been planning on taking my mom's car through the car wash for weeks. Every week on my day off, we would drive by the wash, get 50 feet past, and go, oh shoot, I wanted to go through that a little next time. And I finally mentioned it to my mom because it was probably the 6th time I'd done it. She goes, no, don't do that. Do not take the car through the wash. The front bumper will fall off. Yeah, you're gonna have to hand wash that car, Sloppy. That's really funny. Yeah, you did. That would have been awkward. It's like, shoot, now what do I do? The bumper fell off. Even make a sound, did I even make a sound? Alright, I'm going to put some try and put some final touches on this landscape, and then we're going to get into the Discord to look at what you guys have been doing. So like, for anybody who's never been here before, we do kind of a show and tell at the end of the warm-up streams. Every single warm-up stream we do this, Monday through Wednesday. And if you decide that you want to draw along or do a study of some kind and you want me to share it, as long as it's work safe, I'm happy to share it. Just make sure, you know, that it is a study if you share it in the warm-up studies section. A finished drawing that you used reference to complete is not the same thing as a drawing that was made with the intention of practice and observation and artistic, like, growth, I guess. So yeah, just try to make sure that it kind of falls into that category of study, but it needs to be from observation. So basically nothing from imagination should be in the image. But yeah, feel free to drop it in the warm-up studies section, and then we'll actually probably in about 10 minutes we'll probably look, because now that I know my car is ready, I really want to go get it. I gotta go walk to it because I chose this mechanic shop, one, because it was the cheapest place I could find that actually did quality parts. Two, it's within walking distance of my apartment, so I kind of want to go grab that. So I'm going to be getting into the Discord here in about 10 minutes. Oh, thank you so much for that follow. Diamond Block, 450. I appreciate that. But if you want to share, like I said, as long as it's work safe, make sure that you drop it in the warm-up studies section. And it doesn't have to be what I'm studying. I want to be clear. This is just kind of an accountability hour to like anybody who wants accountability with other artists to like actually do studies or observational drawing or follow a tutorial or you know, do that kind of thing. This is kind of your opportunity to do that, to like grow as an artist. So yeah, let's do it together. It's a lot easier to fail together, you know? The whole idea with this is that we're trying to get the bad drawings out. We're trying to get the struggle out of the way, because you have to push through that struggle to get to, you know, being proficient at something. And so if we're all doing it together, it just kind of takes the edge off a little bit. Germ, thank you so much for popping in. Hello, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Okay, let me go into the warm-up studies section, just get that kind of ready. Like I said, please just make sure that it is work safe. That's my only ask. Other than that, it can be any topic of study. It could be a color study, it could be a value study, it could be an art foundations thing, whatever you want to do. There's a really great website called Drawbox. If anybody's new to art, if you're looking for like more prompts than just these warm-up streams, Drawbox is great. Anything in Drawbox counts as a study because all of it is foundations and observational drawing. Because that's how you do it. That's how you get better. There's not really a shortcut, unfortunately. I wish there was, because it would sure make life as an artist a lot easier, but there aren't. There aren't, sadly, shortcuts. But yeah, we're going to be looking at art in about 5 to 10 minutes. So you have about, this is your warning if you're drawing along, if you're kind of listening while we're doing these studies, you have a 5 to 10 minute warning to get those studies in the Discord if you want me to share. And if you are drawing along and you don't feel comfortable sharing, you know, give yourself a pat on the back. The fact that you even took some time to sit down and do any kind of observational drawing is not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing, and you deserve to, you know, recognize that you did something today, you know? You really put some effort out there. Okay. There's this really weird thing happening when I use this color. I'm not wild about it. You're good. You came for art and saw a dinosaur. Oh yeah, I'm doing Dinovember. Do you like dinosaurs? Here's the link to Dinovember if you need it. I'm doing it on various social medias. Do I still have that up? Yeah, I was just flipping through all of the, not all, but some of the ones I've made. These are eventually going to be stickers. But they're on Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, Kara, probably somewhere else. Oh, Facebook. Even though nobody really uses Facebook except for my relatives, but they're there. Yeah, but you can find links to all those on my social. If you type !point socials, there's links, or just scroll down below. Anyway, these are some of the ones that we've done. I was trying to find. Do I have Giraffe Titan? No. So this is my old file. My updated file is not here. But yeah, we were just talking about dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are fun. They're a good time. Everybody should draw dinosaurs. I tried to pick on my prompt list dinosaurs that are not super well known. So hopefully it's fun and everyone gets to learn something. We do have an ad coming up in 4 minutes, so that's perfect timing. That will be my countdown timer to the end of stream. So after the ad break is when we will look at the art that you guys have submitted. So if you have any art you want to share, Miragaia. Miragaia was on the list, except for Miragaia, Germ. It sounds like you know something about dinosaurs. Miragaia, actually, they now think could possibly be a juvenile Dacenturus. So I put Dacenturus, or Dacenturus, I'm not sure how to say it, on the list instead. So this is technically a Dacenturus or a Dacenturus, but it looks just like Miragaia, which is part of why they think it's a juvenile. It's like a slightly smaller one of these. I don't know if they've done histo on the Miragaia, and maybe that's why they think it's juvenile. So there's like these tests you can run on the bone itself to see how spongy the marrow is. And if it's super spongy, that means it's probably a juvenile. It's not done forming. I don't know if that's why they think that, because a lot of times scientists are very hesitant to do histo because it means you gotta like cut into a fossil. I think histo was what prompted it. Okay, cool. See, Sloppy knows a lot more about this than I do. But yeah, here's the list. I don't know if you probably know a lot. If you know Miragaia, you probably know at least some of these other dinosaurs. But I wanted to spotlight dinosaurs that aren't super common, just to give people who are only really familiar with Jurassic Park dinosaurs like a chance to learn about some new critters. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There were so many dinosaurs I wanted to put on this list. Like Falcarius almost made the list because I really like the way Falcarius looks and it's a really interesting dino. But, you know, maybe there'll be a list for next year. We'll see. I've tried to pick dinosaurs that look super different from each other, though. So, yeah, the uncommon ones are super interesting. Like Yichi is super cool. You're probably familiar with that one too, but I probably made mine look a little more dragonish, but it's like a little bat-winged dinosaur. It has like skin membrane, and we have 3 of these species now, I think. 3 different ones. Anyway, I'm getting distracted about dinosaurs. Yeah, but you saw dinosaurs correctly. If you're on social media and you want to follow my Dinovember prompt series, you can do that. Or if you're a Discord person, I've got we got a whole Dinovember share channel for anybody who's participating in Dinovember, and at the end of the month, we're going to look at what you guys made. So we'll do a Dinovember stream, like a wrap-up stream. And pretty much anything that's in that section is what I'll be sharing on screen, so should be fun. Yeah, stick around if you like dinos. I can get oh my gosh, I'm going. I'm going. Always making everything about food. Processing. Oh boy. Well, I hope you're having a good one, and thanks again for popping in. Thanks everybody for popping in. I'm just gonna add a few highlights to this to kind of clean it up and make it look like I did more work than I really did. And we're gonna call this one done here in a sec, and then we're gonna get into the Discord after the ad break. Which, when the ads come up, guys, if anybody wants to support the stream, just mute the tab and let the video keep playing, and that will give me ad revenue if you want to do that. It does add up. It's like pennies per person, but it's surprising how much it helps, honestly. Like, there's some months where my ad revenue pays for my studio, so, you know, even though I've got a moderate amount of viewers, like, people who sit through those ads really does make a difference. But I also know that not everybody's in a place, whether physically or mentally or whatever, where they can or want to watch ads. So I also understand if you mute me, it's fine. Or if you have to leave, I get it. I understand all the options. But anyway, that's coming up in 20 seconds. So we're gonna stretch during that time. I try not to draw during that time so nobody feels like they're missing anything. And then we will look at what you guys did on the Discord. Casey's Snowvember. Casey's Snowvember would be very boring. I don't even know what that would be, Ungoy. Just like tidbits about my life or something. My life is not interesting. All I do is work. I'm a dull boy. All work and no play and whatnot. Hopefully I can get that under control next year. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, let's grab another one of these like pink highlights here and just do a few little notes of this purplish color. Sorry if you guys can hear construction, by the way. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on outside my window. They are still building that apartment complex across the street, so it's a lot. Very excited to get to working on Guanlong, but I forced myself to stop and put my silencer optics and tend not to source. Nice, that's fair. Super fair. I was really interested to learn that Sinosauropteryx might be a juvenile T-Rex. It's really, or not T-Rex, but some kind of Tyrannosaur. Super interesting. I'm curious to know if or when they will figure that one out. I'll wait, I'll wait, I'll wait for you. I'll wait, I'll wait, I'll wait, I'll wait for you. I'll wait, I'll wait, I'll wait, Alright, gonna stretch. We are in an ad. Oh, unshrimp yourself, guys, if you can hear the sound of my voice. This is your sign to unshrimp. Uncurl your back. Kind of curve it in the opposite direction. Do some shoulder rotations. I like to do a posture stretch. We didn't do that earlier, so let me do that to kind of try and correct my posture. You're just going to kind of squeeze your shoulder blades together, arch your back, push your chin toward your neck if you want to try and stretch out a neck hump or something. All this stuff is supposed to help with posture over time. So just squeeze and hold, if you can hear the sound of my voice anyway, for 10 seconds at least. I don't know if that's been 10 seconds or not, but then when you relax, it's supposed to put you in a more naturally upright position. That's what they tell me anyway. So let's do a little carpal tunnel stretch. Hand stretches. You can use a wall. You can do prayer pose. We got a minute left. Make sure you hydrate. And then we're going to look at what you guys did. So if you can hear my voice and you're finishing up your picture, drop it in the Discord so we can look at it. My tea did not stay very warm very long. It's quite sad. Okay. Got 50 seconds, my goodness. I need a Yeti. I think this is a Yeti. I mean, it's mostly, okay, so here's the reality. This is probably my best mug, and it does stay hot for a long time. I made this tea last night. And so I had to add some hot water. So I had to like sip out some lukewarm tea this morning and add hot water, so that's why. I mean, it's actually pretty warm still. It's not hot, but it's warm. I could have poured the liquid into another container and like heated it up, but have that be more saturated. I tried to do that with the green, but I think I oversaturated some of the purples. Yeah, for sure. That's a good tip. I should have muted some of the purples more. I was trying to do too much value, I think. And so those dark areas, which this is a good learning opportunity for me, because like I need to think more about value too, because things that have a high contrast are always gonna like pop out first. So that's part of why I use this dark purple here, because I really wanted this to be seen as the foreground. So I tried to put the most detail and the most high contrast things here and sort of like fade it into the saturation in the back. But like, yeah, like right here, this is probably too, in fact, that just looks better, frankly. But see, even that like high contrast right there is still, is still very eye-catching. So stuff to learn, stuff to learn. Yeah, I don't know. It's just those darks. I was trying too hard to look at the darks and lights here. Maybe if I do that, I don't know. But yeah, that's part of why I'm doing this, is I want to get better. Yeah, that area is too high contrast for sure. Because like when I look at this picture, my eye goes like this. It starts here. Why is that not working? Oh, because I have this, because I'm selected. It starts here, and then it goes from here to here to here. That's where my eye goes, because these are the areas of highest contrast, right? Like here, because that's the foreground, and then like definitely right here is a high contrast area with the dark trees against that reflection. Just this whole area is super eye-catching. And then this like line right here from the shadow on the mountain. But that's okay, you know? You had the stream on the bad screen? That's funny. I have monitors like that in my studio too. It's like one monitor shows the colors more accurately than the other monitor. So I actually cross-check on all three before I post. Is that you can send Control Win C to a color filter in Windows. Wait, what? Control Win C? That didn't do anything. That also didn't do anything. Do you have Windows 11 by chance? Because I am on Windows 10 still. You have to activate it in the color filter. Oh, I don't know what that is. I will look for that. Thank you though, it's a good tip. It can't be fully fit. Yeah, I have an old Dell monitor that's really bad. It has a similar issue. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the Discord. So now is your chance, folks. If you are still working, don't feel like you have to like rush to finish or anything. Feel free to take your time. We will be looking at warm-up stuff again tomorrow after tomorrow's warm-up stream. So don't even worry about trying to get something on just for today's stream. But let's go see what everybody did for studies since yesterday. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna scroll up to my study from yesterday, which was clothing. We did a clothing study yesterday. So anything below my post is what we'll look at. So, oh, first one up is Rue, our wonderful mod Rue. I'll give you a shout out here. Everybody go follow Rue. Does incredible stuff. Church studies from the last couple Sundays. Oh, nice. That's a good idea. I used to draw like that when I was a kid in services, but I never really drew the people around me, and that's kind of a missed opportunity, right? Because they're sitting still. It's perfect still life opportunity. Perfect, you know, figure drawing opportunity. Very nice. Oh, I love your sketchy style. This is really nice. Is this your hand? I'm guessing that's your hand. In your sketchbook. These look great. Really, really nice. The back of a lot of heads, yep. This is a nice hat, Rue. Oh, these look great. This is such a good idea. And I recommend doing this, you know, if you sit in a coffee shop, you know, if you at work, if there's a lot of people, like if you're in a cubicle situation, you know, and you can, I know, the little hand holding the book is a really cool touch. Yeah, show like drawing the edge of that book you're actually drawing in is really cool. And all that. But yeah, if you're in any kind of environment where there's a lot of people sitting or standing around, I've seen people sketching while they wait in lines before, just drawing the people they see. It's also a really good way to learn about like how a real person looks or stands or what real people wear. It gives you good like costume and character ideas. You think you drew your hand too thick? Oh, I think it looks great, but I don't know how thick your hand is, so I don't know. Yeah, let's look at that again. It looks awesome. It's a great little scribble gesture here. Really, really like it. And it's hard to draw fingers in great detail like that. It looks like you're working in pen. Pen is a tough medium to just jump right into sketching in. It's cool though that you're using different colors. That's kind of fun. It's a good way to use up those materials too. I need to be better about taking materials with me and just sketching. This is a great arm. Love that. Really, really nice. These look great, Rue. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm really enjoying looking at these. Yeah, this is a perfect example of a study. You don't have to do what I'm doing to be part of the little study showcase, folks. Just, you know, do whatever observational drawing you want to do, whatever's helpful for you, whatever's accessible to you. I know a lot of people watch from work, like draw an object sitting by you, you know? Look out the window and draw a building you see. Oh, it's so big. Oh, there we go. How do I slide that over? Very nice. Looks like you, oh, that's the same picture from before, I see. Okay, this is like the bottom part of the sketchbook. Gotcha. These look great. Really, really lovely. I like how you're finding like the proportions and stuff in this figure. And it's kind of tricky too, because right, people move. So it also kind of forces you to draw really quickly, which is a great practice as well. If you guys, like I said, if you're not following Rue is an incredible artist, also does animations, and is a relatively new art streamer here on Twitch. So if you want to go give a follow and support a new art streamer, they're always moving, yeah, I bet. Because they don't know you're drawing them, right? But seriously, go give Rue a follow. Has really nice chill streams. Typically no mic, just nice music and good art vibes. Good lurking art stream, and very friendly person to chat with. So yeah, go check out Yangulu. Thank you so much for sharing. Really nice to see that. Art of DHT has a study here, really nicely done. So they've provided the reference as well. You don't have to do this, guys, but if you want to, it can be helpful for us to see what you were looking at, but it's absolutely not required. This is a really nice, actually, like value study, Art of DHT. I really like how you were looking for the planes of the face right here. This looks great. Really nice job right here, trying to get the form too, like not getting super caught up in the details with the hair, but really just trying to get the shape of the hair. I mean, I can see you have these like shape lines here in the body, like slowly figuring out proportion like this is the way you grow. I think this looks awesome. This is a really nice one. Really, really good. Maybe one of my favorite ones you've done. Did DHT stream? I think so. I think they said they did. Art of DHT. I can't remember if their screen name is The Art of DHT or Art of DHT. I think it's Art. But yeah, DHT, this looks great. If you watch the VOD back, really nice study. Really good job with the drapery too on that fabric. Really, this might be one of my favorite ones you've done. I really like this. I can really see the progress in your work, how you're really carefully paying attention to what you see and not just drawing what you think you see, which is always the hardest and most tempting part of reference drawing. I always tell people, if you're new to drawing, or even if you're old to drawing, frankly, it's still a bad habit we can all have. Try to look more at what you're drawing than at your paper. Like the more you can train your eye to really look and really like ask yourself questions about what you're seeing, the better the drawing on paper is going to be. So that's kind of the whole purpose of these exercises, right? Is to train your observation eye, because that's how you become a better artist. That's how you learn how to like, how these folds actually look, so that when you go to design a character, you can bring that knowledge with you. You know, you don't have to have a reference all the time. You start internalizing this stuff because you've looked at it really carefully, you've studied it really carefully. And that's what you're doing right here. It looks awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Let me close some of these. Really, really nice job. Love it. All right, moving down to Sloppy Salamander. Sloppy Salamander drawing an armored torso and helmet. Very nice. Sloppy has recently acquired her own suit of, well, I don't know if it's armor. Is it chainmail, or was there armor too? I think you did have some armor. It looked really, yeah, I think it was armor. Sloppy is super into armor and swords. There's armor too. Yeah, I remember your sword picture for sure. Very, very cool that you're starting to draw some of that. Is this your armor, or is this like a piece? I'd be really interested to see you draw like maybe a picture of you in armor, or like your armor. That would be cool. But yeah, armor's hard. There's a lot of planes, there's a lot of like shapes, there's a lot of reflection, a lot of weird values because the light gets reflected in weird ways. Really tough, honestly. Kudos to you. I need to do more armor practice. We might do an armor study at some point, because I know I need to work on that more, and I just haven't put the time in, because I wouldn't even know where to start. And I know you're a lot more familiar with like the names for the parts of armor and stuff, so maybe this was a little easier for you to jump into, but like even your sketch just intimidates me. The thought, but is intimidated by the chainmail? Yeah, chainmail, yeah. You can always do shapes, you don't have to do detail, I think. Yeah. It's a curved mirror. Exactly, Vessel of Void. Yes, it's a curved mirror. We've done metal studies, and I did one like piece of armor, and it was super, super intimidating. I'm going. Let's see. Just a picture online, okay. Just missing a breastplate and a helmet. Oh, is it? What's this then? Is this not what this is? Or is that a chest plate? What's the difference? I don't know. Either way, looks great. Yeah, values are scary. But this is great. I mean, this is great proportions. It's really good, careful observation. Like you're really getting a good job for the shape. Like look at how much form you were able to get. Like this looks like it's coming toward the viewer, right? This looks like it's receding. Like you're really starting to like think about form as you're drawing. Like you can tell Sloppy is not just copying the lines that are in the image. Actually like thinking about this being a three-dimensional object. That really is the trick, I think. If you're somebody who gets stuck in, I have to have a reference, I only know how to copy, start looking at your references and thinking about how they are three-dimensional and how the lines that you're seeing are creating that illusion. Because obviously the picture you're drawing from is an especially hard habit to fall into if you're drawing just from photos and not from life. When you draw from life, you have to take a three-dimensional object and flatten it. When you're drawing from a photo, you're taking a pre-flattened image. Like it's physically two-dimensional, right? So you have to really look and ask, okay, I can tell that this object is three-dimensional. How? Is it the value? Is it the line? Usually it's both. You know, what is it that I can learn from this, and how can I take that knowledge with me? So I think you did a great job, Slavi. Well done. This is looking awesome. It's so cool seeing you drawing. Thank you for drawing with us. I hope you're having fun. It seems like you're having fun. I feel like you're progressing really quickly. So well done. Well done. This looks awesome. Really nice stuff. Thank you so much for drawing along and sharing. Yes, super strong. Super strong. Love it. All right, Amazing Fan 15, our wonderful, wonderful mod Amaze. Hey, Maryberry, how are you? It's good to see you. Let's see. If you guys aren't following Amaze, make sure that you do. He's also a relatively new art streamer here on the platform. Finally talked him into drawing live here on Twitch. He does a lot of character art, comic work, animation. Very multi-talented individual. And also has a very chill stream. Very nice guy to hang out with. Highly recommend clicking that heart button and give him a follow. Hey Mei Xing, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, so Maze, what did you call it? Tuesday? Tuesday Yeah. We might have to steal that for next month and do a Tuesday stream. This is a fantastic drawing of these shoes. First of all, these are super cool boots. A lot of complex planes and things going on with the design of this footwear. But you really nailed it, Amaze. This is fantastic. Really good structure. You can tell Amaze is very good with line, very comfortable with observational drawing, very, very skilled. Let's see. Sloppy says, my personal set has no breastplate, no helmet, no wrist guard. Oh, that's what I thought, because I do remember the chainmail and I remember pieces of plate. And a couple of other things. This drawing is full plate, so the arms are fully enclosed. Oh, okay. Set only covers the outside of limbs. That makes sense. It's probably lighter that way, too. Can't imagine, like, clunking around in full armor. Yeah, man. So heavy. But this looks really nice, Amaze. Well done. Thank you for drawing along. I hope you enjoyed it. And, ouch. Feel like you are, yeah, for sure. Even my take 2 of Sense Optics took me about 2 hours, supposed all day. That's great, Sloppy. That's how it works, you know? I almost feel like when you're first getting into art, that's the most exciting part. Like, that's what gets you addicted, because I don't know about everybody, but for me, I feel like when I was first really trying to learn how to draw when I was a kid, I would keep my sketchbooks, and if you don't have a sketchbook, I recommend getting one so you don't have loose papers all the time, but I would look at my sketchbook from when I was 10, and then from when I was 11, and from when I was 12, and it was just like within like a few years, the growth and progress was just like huge. Like, because you're starting from like such a fundamental basic level, the minute you start learning fundamentals, you just see like this huge increase. So it's always really fun, and I agree. I think you've been picking it up really fast. So that just means you've trained your observation eye, even though you weren't using those skills to draw. You've cultivated curiosity, you know, in your daily life, and that's really what makes somebody a good artist. Is the more you can ask questions, and the more that you can closely observe and be like, okay, why is it reflecting like that? Why do I see a shadow here? Why is that texture like that? You know, the more you're going to be able to draw things like Amaze. This amazing line drawing here. Really good stuff. Places where the devil, I bet. Yeah, they look extremely complex, frankly. There's a lot going on. You picked like a really intricate shoe, frankly. But Amaze, this looks fantastic. Like I said, folks, if you're not following Amaze, make sure that you do. You know him, you love him, he's here all the time. Thank you, Amaze, for all that you do. And I'm glad that you're streaming. I hope you're enjoying it still. Seems like you're doing really well. He's getting close to 200 followers, guys. So if you want to help him get there, click that follow. Make sure you follow Amaze. Oh, hey, Eichmann, how you doing? It's good to see you. You just realized that basically all you did yesterday on stream was clothing studies. Nice, nice. Well, if you had any studies you were proud of, I mean, as long as they're work safe, feel free to drop 1 or 2 of them here in the warm-up studies. I always tell people you don't have to, it's any study. We're just trying to encourage artists to do studies in the first place. So if you want to show any of that off, feel free. And if you don't get to that I think this is the last one, but I'll post my piece underneath this and then we'll look at more tomorrow after stream. So anyone's always welcome to participate. Oh, Discord, yeah. Yep, there it is. You got it. If you'd like to. Yeah, it's in the warm-up studies section. You can also post a link in chat if you don't want to join another Discord. I totally get it. There's like a million Discords out there, so I have a bit of Discord fatigue right now. I'm trying really hard to limit how many new Discords I join because I have like so many that I want to catch up in. I don't know if I ever will. Okay, and then here we have from Vessel Avoid. Vessel, this looks so good. So here is the image reference, and then here is the lovely color study. Oh my gosh, Vessel, look at these textures. Ugh. So good at landscape. Man, excellent job. And you really just stuck with the green. I kind of almost wish I would have done that and just like laid off the purple a little bit, but I was afraid it wouldn't look like I was actually doing a study for Huevember. But this is such a good example of all the things I was trying to do today. You're so proficient at this. Vessel, remind me, do you stream? So if you do, we'll shout you out. But either way, I'm trying to make it bigger because I like it so much. This is as big as it gets. So good. Look at the textures in the cliff wall. Just like note how there's like such a small difference in the color here. Like this is dark gray and this is like a slightly less darkish green gray. But you can it really pops so well. Slowly being pressured to. Well, please don't let me pressure you. I never want anyone to be pressured to stream. Just let us know if you do start streaming. And I'm sure people would love to watch you work because this is fantastic. So good. Oh, I love the cloud texture. I love the sky texture. I love the water. Like you did the texture and the color control. Like you make it look easy. You know, you make it look effortless. So good. Completely out of shape. I mean, I'm out of shape in the art gym too. I get it. 31 pounds once it's on your body. Oof. Oof. The more pieces you add, the heavier it gets. Currently, chainmail is the heaviest part. 21 pounds. Yikes, yikes, yikes. That's a lot. You're really bad at landscapes. Well, I don't believe you. I'm looking at a really good landscape right now. So, yeah, no, you're doing, this is incredible. This is very inspiring. This makes me want to try again, frankly. If I had more time today and didn't need to go pick up my car, I might have drawn a little longer. I guess we did go to almost 12:30. That's a little bit longer for these streams. But yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. Very readable. Exactly. Yeah, it's beautiful. Man, I can't get over the textures. What were you working in Procreate? What were you working in? Was this Clip Studio? I have a hard time telling. Krita? I think it's one of those. Melemony! Oh my gosh! Hello, hello! My goodness! That's a big raid. Melemony, thank you so much for that raid. You raided in as we were doing our looking at warm-up studies and stuff. How's it going? Let me see if I can get you a shout out here. Oh, thank you, Amaze. I appreciate that. How was your stream? Do you have anything you want to share? If you have any art, as long as it's work safe, feel free to drop a link. Helena, hello to you as well. My gosh, so many names that I know. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Casey, if you haven't been here before. We're wrapping up our warm-up streams. Let me show you what we do. I mean, mine's a terrible example after that one, but I'm doing a Huevember color study today, and I'm trying to get better at color. Here's a slightly better example of what I'm trying to do, learning color theory. I'm kind of following Chekuri's Huevember model and just playing with color, trying to get better at it. We do warm-up streams that are sometimes foundational, like color, value, form. Sometimes they are figure studies, like we do gesture drawings, 30-second gestures, minute gestures, you know, all that stuff. This is from, I had to put clothing on all the people just to make sure. I mean, they were clothed, but they were just fast. Anyway, so we do all kinds of stuff here for warm-ups. Here's one that we did of Ratites. So we're wrapping up the end of our actually a warm-up stream right now. How was your stream though? I'd love to show off any work you want to share. If you want to drop a link in chat. While I'm waiting for that, I will show you more things that I do for anyone who hasn't been here before. Struble, hey! Oh my gosh, so many names that I recognize, so many art friends. Guys, like I said, if you're not already a part of Art Twitch, just get to meet any of the folks that are in chat right now, and they're all amazing. Everybody here is so supportive and so awesome. I just got back into streaming this year, and I feel like I've met so many cool artists. Hey Kudo, how are you? It's good to see you. For anyone who hasn't been here before, I do a lot of different kinds of illustrations. So here's a graphic novel I've been working on for a few years, off and on. It's called Drift. If you like reading webcomics, it's on hiatus, but I'm hoping to start it up again soon. It's !Drift in the chat if you're interested. It's on Webtoons and Tapas. Tapas? I don't know. I'm also doing Dinovember. That's right. Hey, Struble. Hey, Skittle. Oh my gosh, everybody is hanging out with Mel today. Thanks so much for bringing your group here. I really appreciate that, Melimini. If anybody wants to participate in Dinovember, check out your latest post. Oh, nice. That's no worries. I will. But I'm doing Dinovember. It's like a continuation of this sticker series that I made, so I'm doing them all kind of in this style. But it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, this is the kind of work that I do. So if you like digital illustration, I also do sculpting. The last stream of the month basically is my sculpting or my traditional media stream. Last month we did pumpkin carving because that's sculpting. I did a very sculptural pumpkin. You can see that on my Instagram if you like. And if anybody needs my socials, there they are if you want them. And if anyone wants to hop in the Discord, feel free. I don't know why you would. There's a lot of them, but if for some reason that you want to, there it is. Mel, how was your stream? How did it go, guys? Tell me all about it. Yeah, this is, like I said, this is the kind of work I do. So, howdy, everybody. I feel like I met a lot of you. A lot of the names I'm seeing in chat, I met through Streaming. So if anybody doesn't know what Streaming is, if you're trying to get involved in Art Twitch, if you want to meet more artists here on Twitch, I highly recommend joining that Streaming Discord. There's a lot of cool artists in there, a lot of folks to meet. They do a few challenges throughout the year, but the one in October is the big one. And I got to be one of the featured streamers for that for the first time. First time in the group and first time doing anything like that. And it was intimidating, but everybody made it super, super welcoming and fun. And I super appreciate that. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody in chat. Let me scroll up and make sure. I don't think I did, but I hope you had a good stream. If you have to read and run, don't feel like you have to hang out. I totally get it. You have a link. Okay, cool. Yeah, post it, please. Feel free to drop it right in chat if you want to. I'd love to share. But yeah, here is, I do sea slug dragons, do a lot of creature design stuff. I'll wait on that link. Anyway, that's what I do. Welcome to my stream. I was first in 2 ways because literally it was the first one, yeah. Yeah, it was a lot, but I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I got to meet so many of you awesome folks. And yeah, TLDR, Art Twitch is great. Everybody follow everybody because everyone's amazing. Oh my gosh, Mel, these are so cute. Mel does these really great traditional streams, was playing with different kinds of mediums today, got some colored pencils, some crayon. I watched the first one of these, I think, get completed. I think I missed the other two. I was lurking there earlier today, chatting a little bit. These are so good. I love your style. Guys, Melimini is a great person to follow. If you guys are, again, looking for more artists here on Twitch, please make sure you click that heart. Really great traditional media artist. I think my first exposure to your work was like really earlier this year. You were doing some kind of like painting that had these big like baubles and circles and like really cool like abstract. I don't know, it was super wonderful. Great color use, a lot of fun. Yeah, and plus just really, really fun to hang out with and chat with. Thank you so much for sharing. This is adorable. Yeah, around the eclipse maybe. That sounds about right. Yeah. Oh, hey, Nerduino, by the way, how are you? Did you guys know that not only is Art Twitch amazing, but so is Science Twitch? And we happen to have somebody from Science Twitch in chat right now. If you like astronomy, and you like space, and you like knowing things about astronomy and space, then you should hit that heart button and follow Nerduino. Because he is a former NASA scientist who now streams and does Q&A and talks about space news here on Twitch a lot. Always a good time. Very helpful, very nice, very friendly, very great. Hope you're doing well, Nerduino. Are there any basic dinos on the Dinovember list? Here, we can look at that. Yeah, Carnotaurus, I would say, is pretty well known. Melimini, this, once again, very charming. Very, very flattered and honored that you would bring your community here. Thank you so much. Germ, thank you for following. I super, super appreciate that. Thank you. It was nice to meet you today, and I hope we get to see you again. I hope we get to meet a lot more people on Art Twitch. I'm really loving getting to know as many folks as possible on Twitch. It's definitely my preferred social media at this point. And I'm kind of like on the edge of making a post on all my other socials about how great Art Twitch is so that everybody leaves all the other ones and comes here. Except for maybe Kara. Blue Sky's not bad, but I found out recently apparently it's still susceptible to AI scraping, and so now I have to glaze everything I post on Blue Sky too. Anyway, don't get me started. Here's my Dinovember list, and if that looks intimidating, since somebody asked if there's any normal dinos, the whole idea behind this Dinovember prompt list was to kind of introduce people to dinosaurs you may not have heard of, like dinosaurs that aren't in the main Jurassic Park franchise, because that's what most people's exposure to dinosaurs is. If you need references of all the dinos on this list, our wonderful mod, PyroKitty's Tavern, who I'll go ahead and give a shout out to, I don't know if they're here today, but I think I'm spelling this right. She also recently started streaming here on Twitch and does lovely, lovely, cozy game streams. Has a very cute PNG tuber that her husband made, who also might start streaming soon. But she recently hit affiliate and is on her way to 100 followers. So if you want to go support our wonderful mod, Pyrocuties Tavern, she's very nice, does very cozy games, very chill games. Just a very sweet person in general, and very generously offered to put together this reference board. So, yeah, you're right, Blue. It just... I just thought for once maybe I could just have the ease of access of just casually posting an image and not having to stress. Because like on Kara, I don't glaze. Because I think it's built in, or at least it can be built in, but I probably should just start using all the glaze images. Ugh. Glazing, yeah, anyway. I just think everyone should come to Twitch because they can't scrape our art off of videos, at least not very easily. It's a lot more manual if they want to do that, and most people who are in it for a quick AI buck are not going to take the time to do that. Anyway, this is the Dinovember list. I would say I tried to throw the first two. Who asked that question? Mary Berry? The first two I feel like are a little more common. So we have Carnotaurus, right? Pretty well-known dinosaur. We have a Carno emote, actually. I have two of them. If anybody likes Carnotaurus, feel free to drop those in chat. We have Styracosaurus, which is a pretty well-known ceratopsian, I would say. But I did want to spotlight some of the lesser-known dinosaurs, like Sinosauropteryx is a really cool one. One of the first dinosaurs we ever had evidence of, I think maybe the first, that had evidence of feathers in the fossil, like very clearly defined fossil feathers that actually started scientists looking for feathers in their other fossils. It turns out that actually a lot of our fossils that we found, even way in the past, had feather impressions and skin impressions. They just didn't know what they were like. They just thought it was debris, or it was like hard to define. So it like wasn't something that they were looking for, so they didn't see it. So it's really interesting, all the things that they're learning about feathers and dinosaurs lately. We have a Tenontosaurus, anyway. So these are just like lesser known dinos that I think are cool. Guanlong, it's like a Dilophosaurus, like the one you saw in Jurassic Park, except actually Dilophosaurus was way bigger than what you saw in Jurassic Park, so this one's probably a lot closer to the size of the one in JP. And Pelosaurus, which is like a cool, spiky, spiny osteodermy sauropod that I learned about this year. Anyway, I just wanted to spotlight some lesser-known dinosaurs, just to give people, this is a dinosaur, not a dragon. I know I drew it kind of dragony, that was intentional. But this is Yichi. It's one of three, I think, current species of dinosaur that have been found to have a bat-like wing, like a membrane, and feathers. Really cool. Really, really cool. When I learned about this dinosaur relatively recently, I was like, what? Decentrurus, spiky Stegosaurus. Where do we post the dinos? You can post them on social media and tag me, or you can post in the Discord. We actually have a Dinovember share section. Dinos are dragons. Well, I personally think dragons were inspired, at least in some ways, by dinosaurs. So maybe that's what you mean. But obviously one of them is real, which is a big difference. But I hear what you're saying. But yeah, we have a Dinovember section in the Discord if you'd like to share any dinos. We'll be looking at those at the end of the month together. But anyway, that's my Dinovember thing since you asked. They are really cool dinos. And thanks again, Melemony. Like I said, if you have to raid and run, don't feel like you gotta hang around. I have so many things open. Let's finish up with what we were doing. Where did it go? Hold on, I lost my Discord. We were looking at stuff people did for warm-up studies. So warm-up studies is something we do Monday through Wednesday, where it's just like an opportunity. We call it the art gym. It's an opportunity to hold each other accountable and actually do studies from observation. So we were actually just looking at a lot of the artwork that that people in chat did. So the way you can participate is anytime you do a study, especially if it's just make sure it's from observation from something that's real. Nothing imaginative should go in the warm-up study section, but anything that's done with the purposes of learning or study, that's what goes into warm-up studies section. So I go to the Discord there. Oh wait, I have it pulled up here. What am I doing? I already have my Discord. Let's see. Yeah, of course. Oh, hey, E-Love. How are you? It's good to see you. Oh, you use Krita. Okay, good to know, Vessel. Are you using blues brushes? What are you using? Did you guys know that Blue Skittle has a Krita brush set? Since I see Skittle in the chat as well. Make sure you guys follow E-Love and Skittle. And honestly, there's so many artists in chat. Helena is in here too somewhere. Thank you guys all for coming over with that raid. You're currently drawing Descenturas. The plates are so cool, right, Rue? That was kind of my hope. Sorry, I'm getting really squirrely. But my hope was that people would learn about a new dinosaur that they'd never heard of and get excited about it. So, I don't know, I'm kind of a dinosaur nerd, always have been. There's certain streamers that I won't name that have definitely, been sort of like a oil and fire sort of situation with my dinosaur curiosity, but they're really fun creatures. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Hey, Loden, how you doing? Sorry that I missed it. Tempted to draw the dinos as sock puppets. Oh my gosh, that would be super cute. Yeah, if anyone does Dinovember and you post it online, just tag me or use the Dinovember 2024. This hashtag right here, Dinovember 2024. That's the easiest hashtag for me to find them in for most social medias. The only one that's hard to find, honestly, is Instagram, because you can't sort by recent posts under hashtags anymore. It's super frustrating. But everything else, I've been able to find everybody's prompts pretty easily. Oh, that'd be super cool. Hey, no pressure, Rue, but if Corvy would be anyone's more than welcome. Yeah, go follow everybody. Go follow Elove, go follow Blue Skittle, go follow everyone in chat. Hey, Yakota, how are you? Oh my gosh, thank you so much for popping in. Okay, I think I responded to everything in chat. If I missed something, please just repost it. I think, yeah. You glaze over everything people say to me. Am I glazing right? Yes, Uloden. Thank you, Rue, for cheesing Uloden. Uloden, did you see that you can now earn 2 types of cheeses here? We have regular cheese and big cheese. 2 cheeses. You have a problem. Is it an art problem? I don't know if I'm good at diagnosing other types of problems. Okay, let's go back into the warm-up area. So once again, this was from Vessel of Void. It's beautiful. Thank you, Vessel, for sharing. It was done in Krita. Got a lot of Krita users here in chat today. Krita is a great free art program, by the way. If anybody is not familiar with it, it's this. It's free. I think it's a pretty lightweight art program. It's not going to be as usage heavy as things like Clip Studio or Photoshop, so it's a really good one to try. Ignore what? Yakota? No, Yakota's here. You're in the right chat. No worries, Maze. You draw all your art in Krita, Kodo. Nice, nice. Okay. Where did Discord go? I lost it again. Eventually, I will learn how to stream, folks. You're good, Amaze. Okay, so once again, Vessel, this is beautiful and inspiring. Thank you so much for drawing along. It makes me want to do more paintings. Okay, oh, and we have one from Eichmann, one of your clothing studies. Nice. It says, mostly studies. The clothing and poses, question mark? Yeah, the clothing and poses are all references. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine, but I changed people to my OCs. Eichmann, we were actually thinking about doing a character design warm-up stream day that is basically this. Actually, Amaze did one like it recently, where you take clothes and you put them on your characters. But the fact that, I mean, if you used poses for the reference for the poses and clothing references, it's totally a study. Yeah, let's check it out, and we'll get you a shout out too. Eichmann is another artist I met through Streaming this year. I'm still planning on coloring your prompt. I'm just really behind. Oh, these are great clothing studies. And the nice thing about clothing studies and doing it like this, one, like turning the person it's on into your character helps motivate you to draw, right? To draw the person. But it's always fun to see your characters, or just different characters, in these types of different outfits than they normally wear. This is great. These are super awesome. You guys, Eichmann is really good at people. Did you know that? Can you tell? Really, really good stuff. Man, I really need to practice clothes more. Oh, this is a nice pose and a nice clothes as well. Really, really nice stuff, Eichmann. Thank you so much for sharing. If you guys aren't already following Eichmann, make sure you hit that art, or that heart, not art. Well, you know, the art too. I gotta hit the art. Hit that art button. Does anyone have an art button? I have a button. Can we call this the art button? I got that somewhere. It has an A on it. A for art. There, that's the art button. Just hit that art button. These look so good. Your proportions are so solid. This foreshortening is like intense. Can definitely tell that you were using pose reference for sure. It's always a little tricky sometimes. I still really like that. This is so nice. I like this jacket a lot. And I need to figure out a way to get more inspired to draw people. So things like this really make me like want to draw people. But yeah, so basically that's what we do for warm-up studies. You can always post warm-ups. Once again, as long as they're warm-ups, so like here's an example of warm-ups. These are all warm-up studies. They're things that are done from observation, right? They're things that are done with the intent of practice, so you can tell that this is not something being drawn from imagination. This is something that's drawn from looking really closely at something and trying to either study color or light or both or proportion, or like we're trying to encourage other artists with the art gym to actually do the studies that we always say we're going to do and that we need to do, but we don't really make time to do. So that's what the art gym is. If you post anything on socials for the art gym, use the art gym hashtag. I do follow that on most socials, and when I can, I try to repost those. So yeah, please do. Quick poses is great, Eichmann, yeah. Yeah, of course. Oh my gosh, Mei Xing, thank you for being here. Here's a beautiful, I'm not trying to go too much, I'm just trying to give people who haven't been here before like an idea of what I mean by warm-up studies. So you don't have to include the reference, but it sometimes is helpful if we can see the reference. But yeah, just as long as it's not from imagination, like it could be a color study. We do character design stuff. We've done the blob challenge. If you ever want to know what's coming up on oh, perfect. Mei Xing has one too. We'll look at that in just a second, Mei Xing. But if anyone ever wants to know what's coming up on the schedule, you can check the stream schedule thing here. Mei Xing has a beautiful clothing study. Can definitely tell this is done from reference. Really nice light and texture. Holy cow, Mei Xing. I don't know, Mei Xing, that I've ever seen you do a painting. I think usually when I come in on your streams, it's you're doing comic work. Oh yeah, definitely from ref. Yeah, for sure. Guys, go follow Mei Xing. Very sweet. Oops, hold on. Mei Xing. There we go. Oh, thank you, Amaze. I appreciate it. I was having trouble. It happens, Sloppy. We're all here. Listen, for anybody who needs to hear this, just know when you share a study or post art in general, but especially if it's a study, number one, we're all insecure about our studies, even established artists. Like, especially when you're forcing yourself to look and observe, you're always going to be like, oh man, I could have done this better. But this is the mantra of the art gym, okay? Like some people have, some gyms have like sayings. Our mantra, our saying is, let's get the bad drawings out, okay? No matter if you're brand new to art or if you're pretty far in your art journey, there's always more to learn, right? And the only way to get there is to struggle and to do like the wrong thing a few times. And so the only way to get from point A to point B and become more proficient is to start doing observational study and practice and stumble. And you kind of just like stumble your way toward a more proficient drawing. Like bad is subjective. It's a very subjective word. Obviously, like what I feel like is bad for my art, somebody else might not say is bad and vice versa. But we all feel insecure about it. This is why studies are hard. This is why we don't make time for them, or at least why I didn't. I guess I can't speak for everybody. But before I started streaming studies, I was like, oh yeah, I really need to study vehicles more. Like I don't draw vehicles very often. I really need to practice that by doing observational studies of vehicles so that I can become more proficient, so I can build that visual library and design vehicles to be a better illustrator, because that's my goal. But because I knew I was going to be bad at it, and because I would try and it would look really bad, I'd get frustrated and give up, or I'd be like, oh, I'll do this later, and then just never get back to it. And I think a lot of artists are like that. Not all of us probably, but I do feel like I hear stories like that a lot. Especially when it comes to things that we don't draw all the time. So we're all insecure about our weak areas, right? And so that's the whole idea with the art gym, is to like really try to get better together. So I feel like if we all feel like we're kind of struggling and that we can see that other people feel that way too, it helps motivate us and keep us accountable to keep trying. And so that's kind of the idea behind the art gym. And that's why I ask and why I repeat so often that please make sure whatever you put in the warm-up studies is a study, not a finished illustration, because we're trying to encourage each other. So, excuse me. Oh, I got hiccups again. Whew, too much talking. Let me take a drink. But back to Mei Xing's jacket. Mei Xing, this is beautiful. This is really lovely. Like I was saying, I don't know if I've ever actually seen a painting from you, but this is really nice. Hold on. Really nice stuff. Guys, like I said, go follow Mei Xing. Usually is doing comic work every time I've been on the stream. Really, really lovely, sweet person. Highly recommend following. Sometimes streams, like your PNG tuber has your little baby, which I think is really cute. And sometimes you can hear the little one. Very, very sweet person and lovely artist. I mean, look at this. This is beautiful. This is like the lighting. Like you really did a good job using those texture brushes to imply that leather texture. This is good observation drawing right here. You can really tell Mei Xing was actually looking and not just like like actually drawing what you saw, which is the hardest part, I think, of observational drawing. This looks great. Thank you so much for sharing this. Fantastic. Honored that you joined us today. And like I said, folks, if you got here like late, or if you're like, oh, this sounds like a great idea, I'd love to participate. We do this literally every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So you can always, as long as it's a study, you can always drop artwork in here. And then basically the way it works is, so like, we'll look at anything that has been posted since my post. So I'm about to post in here my study for the day. In fact, I'll just do that now. And then basically like anything that is below, whoops, where did my study go? I'll just show you. Basically, like this was last week's, we did a clothing study. So anything that was posted below my studies, that's what we look at on today's stream. And some of this was posted like hours later, you know. So if you're watching this right now and you're like, ooh, I want to do a study, I feel inspired to do a study and I want to share it, feel free to join the Discord, and whenever you're ready to share it, drop it in there. And even if you don't finish in time for tomorrow's study recap or whatever, post it anyway. We'll look at it after Mondays. You know, we do this every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So there's not a timeline is what I'm trying to say. Like, don't feel pressured to rush. Get what you need to out of your study. That's the whole point. We're all trying to get better. And I really want to encourage people to keep working. Keep doing all the stuff. So, get what you need to out of it. So here is my Huevember landscape study. Holy cow, it is so messy. I clearly need to do more of this, but that's okay. We're just gonna drop it in the Discord anyway. So, my study for today. And obviously you can see a lot of people, like, you can do whatever study you want. It doesn't have to be what I'm doing. This is just my personal journey that I'm trying to hold myself accountable to. So, I want to get better at color. We're going to be doing more color stuff this month. So you can look up here. I actually posted something about actually maybe we'll talk about this. About a study we're doing next week that's actually like real physical media, okay? Which I am not at all proficient at. It is going to be a Huevember, like a color thing, but we're going to actually mix a color wheel, or at least mix some palettes and do some exploratory paint stuff. So we'll talk about that in a minute, but let's look and see what tomorrow is. So tomorrow we're doing Huevember. Oh, we're doing this. We're doing another one of these that I got from Chikuri. This idea. So we'll be doing a color study like this. You can pick any palette you want. I will be following this color palette, but I'll probably do like a row using the greens, and then I'll probably switch into using other palettes. And I'm going to draw, excuse me, that came out of nowhere. I'm going to draw a different picture for tomorrow, obviously, and then I'll just do variations on that picture using the colors that I've selected. So, but this is going to be what we do tomorrow, a Huevember, kind of like a palette challenge, or palette study challenge or something. I'm not sure what you'd call it, quite frankly. But if you want to be around for that, just come on back tomorrow around this time in the morning. In the morning for me, I'm in Mountain Time. And we'll be doing that. We'll be doing that for sure. However, you guys, I gotta go pick up my car. My car has been in the shop. I just had to get brakes, like new brakes put on the rear brake pads or whatever. So I gotta go pay $500 and get my car back. So anyway, I'm clearly very excited about that. But I'm gonna go back to the studio. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, since a lot of folks are here right now, if anybody wants to nerd out about dinosaurs with me later tonight, I will actually be streaming on Discord this evening, on my Discord. We're going to be watching a couple of episodes of Prehistoric Planet. And fun fact, folks, the first episode we're watching is the one that features this flailing Carnotaur. So if you want to come learn the context for the flailing Carnotaur, I know May's just posted this, but there's a link to my Discord. We'll be watching it at 6 p.m., I think, Mountain Time. There's still a poll active for the next couple of movie nights, because we're going to try and finish the series in the next week, because my Apple TV sub runs out on Monday, so I'm trying to get them all done. So if you'd like to come watch that with me, just make sure when you join the Discord, let me show it to you, make sure when you join the Discord that you go up here to Channels and Roles and select, down here, select the movie night ping, so that you get a ping when the movie starts. I'll also make an event up here about the one tonight, but you can come down here to the movie night channel and vote in the poll. We got quite a few votes in so far, but right now it's sort of tied for the next day, so I don't know which day to pick for the next one. So if you have a preference, if you want to watch Prehistoric Planet with me and you want to pick a day, just come down here, pick as many days and times that work for you, and we'll be watching. But we will for sure tonight, because that got a whole bunch of votes. So, all right, that's it. That's all I'm going to say, guys. We're going to go find someone to raid. But like I said, that's how you do that if you want to be on the movie night squad. we don't do movie nights very often, so you won't get pings a lot. I would say we've done movie nights like once a month, maybe this year, maybe even less than that. The one exception is this week because we're trying to watch Prehistoric Planet. So if you want to be part of that, like I said, click that Discord link, come join, and don't tell on me because it's really fun to watch with you guys. Okay, let's see. We are going to go find someone to raid. Here, let's go out on a dinosaur. Which dinosaur? Let's go out on Guanlong here. Okay. Let's go find another art streamer to raid, and thanks again for that really generous raid, Melimini, and as well Milky Opie. I really appreciate both of those raids. Thank you so much for bringing your communities here. Feel free, if anybody wanted to hang around for anything else, feel free to join my Discord or follow me on socials or whatever. All those links are in chat. But let's go find another art streamer to raid into. I like to pick work-safe art streams just because I am a work-safe art streamer. So I try to pick those first, and then if I can't find one, I tend to go toward like down the list, basically. Ooh, there's like 3 really good people on. I mean, there's a lot of good people on, but 3 really good work-safe art streamers on that I'm torn between. Okay, who shall we raid? I feel like we raided some of these people pretty recently. I do try to change up who I raid so that we're always getting introduced to new people, because I know we always have new people in chat, and I really like supporting artists on Twitch, especially ones that maybe, shoot, we did raid them pretty recently. When did we raid you last? Was it recent? I don't think we've raided... You know what? I don't think that we have raided Shiratoshi in a while. And Shiratoshi is working on some work-safe art. Tends to usually be work-safe lately. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but just be aware every once in a while. It may not be. But right now it looks like it's, yeah, just doing some really, really beautiful drawings. So let's go say hi to Shiratoshi. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you. Shura is an artist that we met earlier this year. I think it'd be fun to go surprise him with a big raid. And I think a lot of people on Art Twitch actually don't know Shiratoshi. So let's go give him some love. If you get left behind, by the way, in the raid, this is where we're going, because I know sometimes that does happen. So there's a link in chat now. I'm trying to be better about shouting people out before we raid them, so that link gets dropped for anybody who gets left. But at least I think it gets dropped in chat. It should get dropped in chat. But anyway, click that link if you get left behind in the raid. But let's go say hi to Shiratoshi. I don't really have a raid call, so we'll just... I mean, I have a couple we cycle through, but we'll do Don't Panic, It's a Casey raid, or you can do one about cheese. If you'd like to. No, that's not how you spell panic, Casey. Ugh, I should not panic. Ah, stop it. Casey raid. Here we go. Panic emote. So if you'd like to copy that, feel free to put any other emotes that you'd like to if you don't have access to those emotes. But let's go say hi to Shiratoshi. If you guys haven't already met him, he's a fantastic artist. I seriously am like, can't believe that he doesn't have more people who know about him because he's so good. So anyway, he's drawing a very lovely anime style girl right now, but just really, really great details on the clothing, lighting, everything's wonderful. So let's go say hi. He doesn't use a mic, so you don't have to worry about muting for non-safe for work things or anything like that. But let's go say hi, and I'll see you